Hey, everybody. How's everybody doing? So, Andy said in the chat he's headed to bed. We probably didn't catch him. I know we kind of replied there in the chat, but he just wanted to say he enjoyed last week's show and hope we all have a great time at the convention. He wants to hear some long ass stories next week.
I've got you covered.
Yeah, I'm sure Jason will have some long stories. I'll be dozing off the entire time we're on. Because Tuesday will be my first day back to the world. So after the whole convention thing. So so thanks for stopping, Andy. I don't know if you're still there, if you left already, but thanks for popping in. Good to have you. So today, I'm Roger as always. Got Mike over here prepping for the con. Stan below him there. He's also was doing some prep for the convention. And Jason down there. I don't know. I know he's been doing some work for the convention. I've actually offloaded some character creation stuff off onto him. He's been working on that. Yep. And I know he's working on his own character creation for his game. I don't know how far that's come along, but
it has not. I've been focused on yours. You're welcome.
Well, I appreciate it. that's fantastic.
I'm not running until Sunday though, so I got.
Yeah, you got time, right? You do it while you're in between games and stuff. So, everything is going great. I really didn't have a huge topic for this week, so I just figured we'd do some general chat, and like if you guys had any questions about the convention or about anything for us or what we do or anything like that. I'm open to that in the chat. So if you guys got questions or whatever that you want something that you're dying to know the answer to, drop it in the chat, whether if it's for all of us, put all of us, or if it's for somebody in particular, just, put their name, whatever, we'll figure it out. And we'll just be chatting about our usual stuff anyway, so it's not like we're super on topic anyway, but that's, no big deal. So I guess we'll just go right around. Mike, you got anything new come in or anything you
not tabletop?
Yeah.
Not tabletop. My game's
we
on
still
hold.
Got to do a show on those machines there.
Well, I got a couple books that came in yesterday.
Oh, I saw those. As you posted those. Those are really cool looking.
These are amazing. The quality.
Yeah.
I mean, it's 1,200 pages between these two books.
That's awesome.
And they're full color.
Yeah.
They are just loaded. This one was the history of NES and Famicom. So the regular Nintendo.
That's cool.
US.
That's cool.
And then this one is the computer role-playing game book.
Yeah.
And
jeez.
This thing goes through. I mean, the nice part about it is in the early stuff, you go to it and it'll have like pictures of, hey, this is the Apple II version. This is the Commodore 64 version. This was the Amiga version. This was the IBM PC version.
That's awesome.
This is the NES version. And it goes through the history of each of the games. And I mean, they're freaking just absolutely loaded. I can't wait. These to me are not, I'm not going to sit and just read it. These are going to be like coffee table books. I put them up in the living room on the coffee table. I'm sitting up there, pick it up and, flip it open and start reading something.
I saw that RPG one and I went to their site and I was looking at it.
They've got a lot of books, but I'll tell you something. They, so those books came in a box and then each one of them was in one of these boxes inside the box.
Oh, wow.
And then each one inside of there was wrapped in their own custom labeled wrap that they had on each book. And then all the corners inside the box.
Oh, wow. With the foam tube. That's fantastic.
These books came from Great Britain, and I got them within a week. And I mean,
that's awesome.
I've never So I've got some companies that I'm like are standouts. Like these companies know how to ship. I've never seen anything like that. That was like,
Yeah.
you would have to run the box over to damage the books.
Yeah.
Just tossing it around and everything because it's a box inside of a box.
Yeah.
Foam corners and all. Yeah.
Yeah. We've all been there where we've gotten, books and they come in like a thin plastic bag, tightly wrapped or whatever, and you get it and the corners are all mushed in.
So you know how much the second edition Necromancer guide is? It's like, generally like $75 to $100. The Barbarian, same thing.
Mm-hmm.
I think the Necromancer one, when I ordered it, I got it on eBay, and the woman sent it to me, just dropped it inside of a poly bag and threw it in the mail.
Yeah.
And I was so lucky because it's a soft cover, but they do have like a rigid, the outer brown cover is a little more rigid.
Yeah.
It held up well, and it didn't get damaged at all, which is a miracle. Absolutely lucky.
Hey, Jeff and Dan. Good to see you, buddy.
Other than that, I got nothing.
These guys, we're gonna have to hear Jeff's story. He's got a story that Ty Beard's Cybertruck tried to kill him and Tenkar, Jeff Talanian, and a couple other people. Guess it tried to go the wrong. Tried to go off an on ramp or something.
First problem was they got in a Cybertruck.
Yeah, well,
for that money, you could have bought 2 really good American-made pickup trucks.
There you go.
Yeah.
But yeah, interesting. Stan, what do you got? You got anything? Got anything in this week?
I did actually. I actually right up until about 5 minutes ago, I didn't think I did, but then I remembered I got an order of miniatures. I only have a handful of them here. The rest of them are downstairs. Let's see if I can get them. Yeah, so I got. They're from Reaper Miniatures. Bunch of hobgoblins.
Nice.
Which is a thing in my current campaign. Whoop, get up there. And the reason they're the color they are is because I've prepped them so I can paint them while I'm at the convention.
So Jeff now really doesn't trust self-driving vehicles.
Probably wise.
Jason, how about you? You get any, or did you get anything else, Stan? Was that it?
No, that was it. I have
that
more,
was it.
but
Okay,
they're downstairs. So.
I'm delighted to hear that Stan didn't get something that I got because he and I both backed the same Kickstarter.
Oh, fucking A. Oh, don't even get me started.
Yes, I got the Book of Magic and the Archon or Arcad rather. Got that.
Nice.
Both in the green cover. They match the rest of my green covers, and it came with the cloth map, which I have not looked at yet. So let's check it out then, shall we?
Oh, look! It looks like Dan got his as well.
Mine has literally been sitting at some post office for the last 4 days, not more.
And Matt got his as well.
Yeah.
No,
Stan, it seems like he's antagonizing you.
I think he is.
Boy.
Stan had the same problem with Dolmanwood, I believe. He got his like a week after Roger did.
Like
my buddy.
A week after everyone else on the
too.
internet. Yeah.
Crazy. So that's what I got. Super excited about that.
Yeah, but
my buddy in PA got his too.
But you live in Maine.
And,
yeah.
The middle of nowhere.
It's true.
I haven't even looked at them yet. I just now pulled the plastic off. Mike, you were talking about shipping. Yep. Man, I got the box and I opened it up and I was like, oh man, let's see what we got here. Because these were just wrapped loosely in bubble wrap. Somehow it got to me with perfect corners. I have no idea how they managed it. But
you know who else? You know who else is phenomenal with shipping is Pinnacle. Pinnacle's Savage Worlds and some other games. They do amazing shipping.
So, interesting side note to the Dragonbane stuff. That's how I got the Leatherette or whatever special edition core book, Dragonbane core book. That's in that same format of the books you just got.
Yeah,
is because Joe ordered up. Joe backed it got the special edition, he got
It
it,
was beaten
and the
up.
corners were banged in. Yeah, because they
Yeah.
didn't, because they just wrap like one thing of bubble wrap around it, and it doesn't even cover the ends, and then they throw it in an envelope.
Yeah.
And it's like, there it is. And then it got all dinged up, and so they were like, keep it, and we'll send you another one. So he gave it to me. So
I
that
have
was
no problem with that.
that was cool.
They
Yeah.
fixed the issue, so cool. Thank you.
Yeah, it's fantastic.
Roger, I got a really, really quick off question for you.
Yeah.
How many attendees that have bought badges are coming from distance, like out of state?
Geez.
A lot?
A lot. I don't know what the actual number is. I don't know. I'll have to look and see if I can see that. I mean, I think a lot. I think it's over 50%.
I mean, are we talking driving distance, or are we talking people that are hopping up?
No, I mean driving distance. Like, I mean, because like Matt's coming from Pennsylvania.
Well, so drive.
You know,
The reason I ask is because I brought a crap ton of packing supplies with me to Page, because people get on planes and whatever
Right,
else.
so you could ship
So
stuff,
yeah,
or
well, no,
pack.
not even just shipping it, but so I could pack it up so it'll survive the journey and whatnot. But packing for somebody to put it in the back seat of their car and packing for a plane is different. So I
Sure.
was just kind of
Sure.
curious. It's I brought way more stuff than I needed, and I didn't use most of it last time. So no, Buffalo's not out of state.
It's close. It's almost out of the country. We got a couple questions I want to get. Oh, I got this. This came in. This actually came into the bookstore. She got a couple copies coming. It's Osprey Games. It's called The Hooded Man. It's an RPG, and it's like a Robin Hood type of game. It's a D6 dice pool. You're just trying to get a 6, and you have a bunch of traits, and whatever traits you can use, you get an extra die for that, and you're trying to get a D6. And it's I forget exactly how it says. It says this game is about outlaws in a semi-historical medieval England. So it's kind of a historical thing. The only thing that kind of the character creation is very Cipher System like you name, and then appearance, demeanor, person seeking, whatever, that your motivation, and then you got to be like accused of a crime because you're all outlaws. That's kind of the way it is.
Sure.
But then each of those words that you put in there is like a trait that you can use for like extra dice and stuff. And there's like a chart with a bunch of stuff that you can use for that. So it's kind of interesting. There's different professions and stuff like that. But it's a kind of a simple system. I liked it. It's a small kind of book. It's only maybe 200 pages. Yeah, 192 pages. And
is it full size or A5?
No. It's A5, and it's all like the font and stuff that they use is like a medieval kind of font. Yeah, with like the red lettering there, and all the pages look. They have like the parchment kind of look there to it.
It was cool.
But it's kind of cool.
Kickstarter or is it POD?
No, I just bought it. I saw that it was Osprey Games, and I try and look at their stuff when it comes out because they publish a lot of stuff in their blue books, and the blue book line is kind of stuff that they use just to see what sticks to the wall, and then from there, what they'll do is they'll make like a second edition with like a good print. But they went right to a good print. This guy, Graham Rose, he made Paleolithic or something, I think is the name of the game, and it did really well years ago. And it's like caveman type of game thing. I'm really not interested in that. But so I think that's why they went right to like a regular kind of style book instead of the blue books that they do.
Well,
But
most of Osprey's stuff, the blue book stuff, is miniature skirmish style games.
Miniature skirmish style stuff. Yeah, it is. That's true. They do have some RPG stuff, but yeah, you're right. A lot of it is miniature skirmish.
They also publish Frostgrave and Rangers of the Deep.
Yeah, right. So yeah, I mean it's cool stuff. I kind of like it, and there's going to be at least, I believe she's got 2 copies at the Treehouse bookstore. She'll have 2 copies at CNY. So if anybody's interested, they're there if you want to take a look at it. So, yeah, that'll be.
I'll definitely check it out.
That'll be cool.
You said it's kind of Cypher System. That does not interest me in the slightest, but I really like the setting. That's one of my favorite settings.
Well, just the character creation thing.
Check it out.
The character creation thing, because the Cypher System, you start off with your class skill thing that blanks or what, that.
Yeah.
Like that's how you start. So it's the same kind of thing there.
Yeah,
So
that's what Numenera was.
And so that part of it, that's how character creation starts here. And so it really it reminded me of that. But as far as the way that it works, it's completely different.
Cool.
So
I'll check it out.
But yeah. So we had a couple questions in the chat so far. So Edgelord was asking Mike if he's got any good movies. He said he cleaned up last week.
I didn't get any new movies this week.
No movies this week. And Craig Bragg, he's coming in from Canada somewhere. I think he's driving in for CNY. We're looking at, as far as the attendee count, I think we're going to get close to 300. I don't know if we'll hit it. I think we'll be somewhere around 275. Right now, pre-sold, we're at 175, which is 27 short of where we were last year at the end of everything. But last year we had we sold 100 tickets at the door. So we sold 98 tickets at the door, and it was 102 that we pre-sold. I might have those numbers swapped, but we sold about 100 badges up until the day of, and then walk-ins we sold 100 of those. And so I know a lot of people that are coming in that are going to buy passes. And but right now, pre-sold, we're at 175.
Well, 100 walk-ins would be nice this year, because you got to figure a bunch of those 100 from last year are probably pre-bought tickets this year.
Pre-bought tickets, sure.
So,
sure.
But
I think
if you could still pick up another 100 walk-ins, at least it's showing growth,
Yeah, I think we will. I mean, I think I'd like to think that some of that growth, like obviously some people will convert to, pre-buying, but I think there's more advertisement, there's more hype, there's more games. We're at like double the number of games that we had we're at like 70 games. I think we had 40 last year. So there's, there's a lot of signs for me that seem like we're definitely, going to be a lot more than we were last year.
Did you get a hold of that guy this morning about the news?
Oh yeah. Yeah. And I'm doing an interview tomorrow morning for Bug 99.7.
Yep.
Sorry if I'm is that it? Do you listen to them, Mike?
No, I don't get them out here.
No, okay. Well,
I just saw he posted and it was just so happened he had posted 2 minutes before I had seen it, so I just forwarded it.
No, that was awesome. Yeah, and I had messaged him, and he's so I'm going to talk to him tomorrow morning, and then it's just going to be a recorded thing, and then he's going to put it on his show. I'll ask him tomorrow when his show is and all that.
What about the guy you did the radio show for last year?
I don't know.
Going to the other the pinball shows there?
I think he's got the guy that from WKTV last year. I think he's got his high school graduation this weekend.
No, not that one. I'm talking about. Didn't you do a radio show last year?
Not that one. I did, and we talked about it. I talked to him at the Pinball Hall.
Yeah.
I don't know, a couple months ago, and we were going to try and make something work, and it just never happened. But yeah. But yeah, so we're getting there.
He doesn't have his high school graduation.
No, I'm kidding, guys. I'm kidding. I don't know if anybody saw the guy from WKTV last year, but he looked like he was fresh out of journalism school. Maybe, I don't know. He was very young for a news reporter, I thought. That was it. So I made a joke about it. But if he's out there, he's coming. Sorry.
He was there.
He was there. He showed up.
Yep.
Yeah. Hyperborea. Yeah. Jeff, I talked to Jeff Talanian. Hopefully he's coming next year. He really wanted to come this year. And just couldn't. He's bringing his daughter home from college. Just couldn't do it. So, but that's okay. Cause, Jeff is bringing his wife. It's, Jeanette. I really shouldn't guess with names when we're live. I believe it's Jeanette that's coming. Yeah, he's driving all the way from Tennessee, coming up here. Crazy.
Nice.
Crazy. Yep. Craig Bragg is coming. Yeah, 5-hour drive. Yeah, so there you go. See, Jeff, couldn't buy as much in North Texas because you flew. Now you're coming to CNY. You could show my vendors some love. If you're looking for any terrain or owl bear rugs, whatever, get with Mike. Mike's got them. There you go.
That's funny. That's
There
like every Saturday afternoon, right before it closes, the post office in Lake Geneva is filled with people mailing boxes home because we all bought too much stuff at Gary Con.
Do you remember what I did with Gary Con?
I don't.
I prepaid for flat rate, the large flat rate boxes.
Mm-hmm.
And I had them broken down flat inside my suitcase. I had like 4 or 5 of them. And I had them in the hotel room, and I brought a little thing of tape, the packing tape.
Yep.
And so I assembled the boxes and just left them open in the room.
Filled them as you went.
And so as I bought stuff, I just bring it back to the hotel room, and in the boxes, I would throw my dirty clothes for the day and fill the boxes with that. And then like, if I got like swag or like, business cards and things like that, like I'd throw that in the boxes and seal that stuff up. And then like at the end, like I mailed my coffee maker back like in the box with my dirty clothes. And I brought, and all the books and posters and everything I brought on the plane with me. And
Excellent.
I had everything on the card. I had these like 4, the large flat rate boxes, and I dropped them at the hotel.
Oh, they mailed them
check
for
it
you.
out.
That's cool.
And I said, hey, can you put these with your outgoing mail? It probably smelled like dirty gym shorts. It's just my clothes. And then I had a problem at the airport because my my bag that weighed, that had all the books and everything in it that I bought was like 30 pounds over. And, basically that means, you'll crash the plane unless you pay them an extra $50.
That's how it works.
So I paid the extra $50 because they were like, oh, you can move some stuff. I go, listen, buddy, it's like a tree trunk. There's no way I can move stuff around and it's going to make it lighter. Like, it is what it is. I'll pay the extra. It's like, I'm not sending that separate. And so I mailed home my dirty clothes and took all the stuff that I bought, with me on the plane. Cause I was like, I'm not trusting the postal service.
Yeah.
To some of these books. I mean, I had some of my first edition books signed.
Yeah.
Like that's going on my carry-on.
Yeah. That was, I mailed my Monster Manual 2 that Jeff Easley signed. I mailed it to myself, and man, I was sweating that thing. I mean,
that week,
paper and all that. Oh.
You're like refreshing the tracking number like every 5 minutes.
Why
like,
is
where
it here
it?
waiting
Where
for
is
me?
it? Like, what? Yeah.
Yep.
No, you got to. It's crazy, right? Yeah. So that's my trip. Mail your clothes home and take the stuff. JB, yeah, Joe, 5 minutes. And let me say, it only takes Joe 5 minutes from his house. Takes everybody else 2.5 minutes from your house to the convention.
Well, his car is powered by cats.
His car is definitely powered.
They don't have
by
the torque as most other animals do.
Yeah. Yeah. Ooh, shirts.
Do I want to know what kind of car he drives?
I have no idea.
Oh, it's a I don't know. It's like a Ford Fiesta or something. I don't know. It's something tiny.
Yeah.
It's some tiny thing. Yeah. See, Jeanette. See, I was right. See, I know. Yep. Dan is flying in. Dan's flying in. And with Matt Tapp, and my wife is going to grab them from the airport on Thursday. Owlbear rugs. Yeah, Jeff. Owlbear rugs. Make room for those.
Gotta have them.
Gotta have them. You got one sitting there, Mike? You can.
I've got 7 of them sitting here, and guess what? Every one of them is a little different.
There you go.
It's the sign of authenticity.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
See, Jeff, Owlbear
That's
rug.
great. Yeah.
Fantastic. And what are you selling those for?
They're not like huge differences, but everyone's a little different.
A
So
little different. Yeah.
like Pokemon, gotta collect them all.
And that's what do you? I don't want to say a number out loud.
The painted ones are $12.
$12. Okay, cool. Yeah, that's not bad. I think
Okay.
I'm gonna have to
I
get some of them.
I will have $12 waiting for you.
They
Yeah.
do look.
Very
cool.
They do look cool.
I've got brown ones and I've got gray ones.
Yeah, I know what to get. Oh my god,
Oh my god!
one of each, right?
Yeah.
Just
I
in
mean,
case.
I
just
mean,
in case.
there's 7 varied ones here. I think you need to collect them all, Roger. Just like your books, you got to have it all.
Gotta have them all. Look, this one's a little bit different. You should get
Yeah.
this one too, just in case. Yeah.
I'll do that to you the whole show every time you walk by.
Have you
You will,
spoken
yeah.
to the Arduin guys? When are they coming in Thursday evening to start?
Have
setting
I
up?
spoken to them? Have you met George?
I have. I guess really I should be saying, have you listened to the Arduin guys lately?
Yeah, I've talked to them I think I've talked to them 3 times this week. They're doing great. They're coming in Thursday sometime after Thursday afternoon.
Good.
Bringing their stuff. They got all their stuff to set up. I mean, I don't know if you remember.
Oh,
I mean,
yeah,
you know,
God.
they
Yeah, that's why I was asking. Yeah.
ton of stuff and all the piping and stuff. And man, it was great watching Dave. George and I were standing there talking for like an hour or 2 hours, whatever it is. And Dave is sitting cross-legged on the floor, and all around him is like the world's largest erector set. And he's got like the instructions out. Oh man, I felt so bad for him. But yeah, he's gonna do that. He's gonna do that again. So
It's an impressive booth. So
yeah, very, very impressive. And it's supposed to be even more impressive this year.
oh, really?
So yeah, Joseph, probably not smart to trust the post office. Yeah. That's and he's a granny driver.
I would
Yeah.
trust the post office before I trust FedEx.
Preach.
Really?
Oh,
Yes.
FedEx is the worst.
Agreed 100%.
UPS has been top notch with me, but my driver
Chevy
just
Trax.
retired last week. So
Oh
knows?
boy.
who
Now
knows
it's a
what we're gonna
crapshoot.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, we had that happen. We had this guy, Cuz was our UPS driver, but he was like, you could tell. I kept telling him, Cuz, you need to retire. Like he, even without carrying a box, he's listing to the side and like dragging one leg behind him. And, you know, I mean, he was doing the job for like 40 years or something, you know, like just, and he's done. You know, he's just done. He's like, one more year, you know.
I'm not sure about it, but the UPS guy was telling me that FedEx is all like contract drivers.
A lot of it is.
They're not bids like UPS. They've got a bid and that's their route. FedEx hires contract drivers. They show up in like U-Haul vans and other stuff, and
Yeah.
they're just a mess.
I
Yeah,
had an
yeah.
offer when I retired to go work for a guy that he had a half a dozen drivers or whatever out of his business, and he hired mostly retired cops. So
Yeah.
but
They're the ones that left 40 rolls of film at 200 feet down at the end of my driveway at 10 o'clock at night. And the only reason I knew it was because it came up on my phone and email saying it was delivered. So I had to go out and look for it and find it. And
Yeah.
it was like, I mean, we were like an hour away from thunderstorms. It rained all night long.
Yeah.
That stuff could have sat there all night. You know,
Yeah.
and
Right.
I've got a straight paved driveway. There's no reason
Yeah.
why they can't pull in my driveway.
Laziness. Yeah.
Or even just pull at the end of the road and put it on a cart and wheel it down. But nope, they just dumped it right at the end by the road.
Yeah, that's crazy. I've had issues with all the different shipping companies. You guys have seen some of the videos.
Yeah.
But yeah, just crazy. Dan's wife. I apologize that I don't know or remember Dan's wife's name, so it's just Dan's wife. She's listening to the stream. Hey, thanks for letting Dan come to hang out with us at CNY. And so close to him just getting back from North Texas. We'd love to have him. It's going to be fantastic. So yeah, Mr. Goat says, hope everyone is well. Fighting some giant slugs down in a dungeon. Sounds terrible. I think this is in regards to the owlbear. Save Jeff one. Oh, he wants to get a full size.
Oh, he wants. Yeah, I can't do a full size
owlbear,
one.
right.
You're going to have to look elsewhere for that.
Jesus, can you imagine printing that? It would be like 100 hours and then gluing the thing together.
You know what I am going to have? Let's see if I can find. Yeah, there's a light here. So I printed these up. I'm losing things here. These are going to be like, I don't know. I'm thinking $6. So they're not painted. They're just gray with the.
I might have just snagged some of those.
So these are from a different company. They've just got a round spot in it, and they use these little these little ball lights, and they've got a tab in them. You just pull them out, and they turn on. They drop. They fit in the hole. The cap goes right on it. It looks pretty bright in the thing. This filament, I'll show you. This is what I always use for my fire. I ran out of it, and I bought some from the same company, and it showed up like this. Well, the difference is this was like a mandarin orange or something. So I have a bunch of these, and they're all printed in that color. But I stopped using it because I don't like it as much for the fires. It's still a yellowish orange, and it's not a big deal. But I think I've got like 20 of these things, and I didn't paint them or anything. I've got all the lights for them. I'm thinking probably like $6 a piece with a light, which is cheap, I think.
You with unpainted terrain, Mike?
Well, Roger, I paint as much as I can. I've been kind of out of it lately. I may be painting at the convention, just like Sam.
Yeah, there you go. No, that's cool.
I've got stuff that I want painted that I never got done.
Yeah,
so I may just bring it and sit and paint during the slow times.
Yeah. Yeah, Stephen Kennedy approves of the $12 for owlbear rugs.
Yeah, those are neat. I bought a couple actually.
Yeah, cool stuff. Joe says he's already broke with pre-planned purchases, and he hasn't even seen half the vendors' stuff yet. So,
well, he needs to get unbroke.
Yeah.
I am gonna. I know they don't really fit, but there's a huge. Obviously a definite crossover between tabletop and video games. Everybody that plays this stuff. So those little scene things that I was printing, the Zelda, the Super Mario, the Galaga, I printed. They're all printed up. I threw them in the bin. I may put them on the table.
Yeah,
I don't have much of that stuff. I generally stick with just the tabletop, but everybody liked them. Here, I'll show. I got them right here.
What? So Dan had air conditioning installed because AC died. They didn't open the line set after the install and didn't connect the Y wire and the control board. That sounds fantastic.
You hired the right people.
Fantastic. Yeah.
So these are all wall hangers. You can see they all have a little thing on there to hang them. They're just little decorative things based on.
Yeah, those are cool. I saw you post some of those to Facebook. Those are really cool.
We got Pitfall, Galaga, Pac-Man, Zelda, and
I love that.
Super
Was that-
Mario
was that-
3.
Take this.
It's dangerous.
It's dangerous yet.
Yeah,
What
it's
do you
dangerous to
want
go
for that?
This. I gotta sit down and price them. I think these were all going to be $25.
I save that one for me.
Okay.
The Zelda one.
Okay. I've got time. As long as I got the filament, I'll print another one. So then
Well, okay, yeah. I'll tell you what. If
you-
you want, bring one to the convention. Like bring them to the convention to sell, and then if you don't sell them by the end of it, I'll buy one or you print me one later.
Okay.
This
That's
way,
fine. Like I said, I can print another one. My printers, I've stopped printing because I'm like, I've got more stuff than I can even paint.
no. I mean, I don't want to buy like if somebody else will buy it. Like I can wait a week if you want to do it the week after.
No,
the con
it's
and see
fine.
if
My
it sells.
printers are sitting there idle, so I'll put another one on
Yeah.
the print tonight. That's all.
All right. Yeah. Cool.
I didn't want to
I
go
just-
too deep in that kind of stuff, but I've been getting back into my arcade stuff, so it just I get on there and I see all this cool stuff on Maker World. I'm like, I got to start printing some more stuff for my arcade.
Yeah. Yeah. Joe says we need a DM Roger style home repair show. This old dungeon. What do you guys think? Talk about fixing shit. No.
I'm not great at. I'm great at breaking it. But I'm
Do
not
you
great
fix
at-
toilets?
I mean, I have. I don't think you can afford me to come out and fix your toilet.
I don't need you to fix my toilet.
But yeah. Vince.
That's what I was laughing about. I thought that was pretty funny. Yeah, that's what happens when you hire day labor. But what are you gonna do?
Yeah. There's no way they don't have yellow wires in Mexico. Yeah. Stan rocking the oblation slab of the Heptomancer shirt. Hell yeah. Yeah. That's cool shit.
They're gonna.
Hey, did you see these? I'm not bringing these. These were from my own wall, and they're time consuming to print. I'll probably add them to a booth later down the road, but
Oh, I saw those. Those are bigger than they looked in the picture.
they are. They're huge.
No, they don't.
Wow.
Yeah, that's
Those
why
look literally like 4 times the size.
they're
I thought
enormous.
they were.
Yeah, they're big. And then the
Oh my
the
God.
shots from the ship.
And how do you hang those? Do they have hooks or do you just use double
They
sided
all-
tape? Or?
So
They have
so
hooks.
these, because they go both ways in the game, have hangers on them so you can hang them either way you
Either
want.
way. Wow.
Same with that.
That's very cool.
And then of course the ship just has the standard hanger. There's
Yeah.
more to this set. I just the reason why I stopped was because I'm out of this blue, which is what most of them have in it. So I order cost me $109 for 10 rolls of gray when I print my terrain.
Mhm.
But this stuff colored, you're
Yeah.
looking at like $15 a roll for refills.
Yeah.
It adds up pretty quick. So I figured
It
after
does.
after the show, I will place a big order of colored stuff, and start doing some other things with it. It's been, I don't know, man. It's been tough. January was a phenomenal month. February was a phenomenal month, and then things changed in March, April, May, now June. It's
Just been quiet, huh?
sales have just disappeared. I mean, even my regulars that order, I've got a couple regulars, and we're not talking the convention guys like Leo or Ron or big spenders that buy a lot from
Yeah.
me. I've just got some regulars that buy, every month place like a $200 order, like once a month. I got one guy, he's a retiree, and he'll let me know a month ahead of time what he wants. Next month, I'm going to want these. So I print them, I paint them, it's all ready for him. And then when he's ready, he's like, I'm ready to buy that stuff. And then we just
Yeah.
usually do the deal outside of Etsy, because we just communicate back and forth and do it on PayPal.
Yeah,
it
right.
saves
Well, once
me
you
the
once you
fees.
establish a rapport
But-
with people.
But even him, he told me the last purchase he did was 2 months ago, and he said things are getting tough right now. And now I haven't heard from him in 2 months, and I get it. It's weird because tabletop terrain is a very niche market. It is really
Yeah.
a small percentage of the tabletop gamers that are buying terrain. It's usually
Right.
DMs.
Same
sure.
miniatures.
Yeah, well, miniatures, you'll get players that'll buy their own, but they're not buying batches. They're buying like,
Right.
Yeah.
hey, Stan, can you paint this one for me? So it's small orders. It's weird because in this hobby, you've got people that spend a lot of money. So you'll have people that don't think twice about dropping $1,000 on this stuff.
Yeah.
But they're not buying right now either. So it's like, I got 2 orders over the weekend for a total of like $24 after fees.
Yeah. Well,
So-
hopefully, hopefully you make some decent sales at the convention.
I'm sure I will. And I'm not going anywhere. I literally just yesterday just paid for my printable scenery license for the next year.
You did,
So,
yeah.
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
so
No, that's
I-
cool. No, and I mean, you've kind of have like an advantage over some of these other guys like that are doing it. Like you're kind of retired. You don't need to do it. You know
Right.
what I mean? You could try out different things and
Right.
go
Right. If
one
this
way or
was
the
my
other.
primary business and I didn't have a pension, I
Yeah.
would be going out looking for a job because this wouldn't be paying the bills.
Yeah. Yeah.
But when I get that, a $700 order, that just comes out of the blue, that's spending money. I'm already I'm sitting there painting and going, what am I going to buy?
yeah, right.
What
am I going to buy? More blue filament, obviously.
it just, it funds all my hobbies. It always has. The arcade stuff, when I'd restore them, would fund more arcade stuff.
Yeah. Right.
And the money transfers. Sometimes, who knows? I might sell a bunch of my books to turn around and buy an arcade machine. Or I might sell an arcade machine to buy into another game system if I want. So, as long as they're making me money, I'm
Well,
okay spending it.
Edgelord, I think, just wants somebody to drink with.
Oh, that's fine.
Oh, here we go. Here we go.
Yes.
Jeff, there's not enough time in the world, Jeff. You're gonna have to stay a couple extra days.
There's just a few of them. I have them in 2 areas of this room. I've got them in the other room next to me, and then I've got a bunch of projects in the garage. So I think I've got like 14 working machines, and right now I've got 5 projects that are being worked on.
What you're coming in Friday, Mike?
I am coming in Friday morning.
Are you Friday morning? You're not
Yeah.
going to come out Thursday at all?
I don't know. I don't think so. I don't have a room for Thursday.
All right. Oh, I'm planning on running a game Thursday.
I know you are, but it's going to be
Uh,
a Thursday night, isn't it?
It's gonna be Thursday night. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I get it. I was just saying. I just because Jeff apparently needs to talk to you now about
I know. I see.
arcade restoration. He's coming in. He'll probably be in 3-4 o'clock on probably 4 o'clock on Thursday.
Listen, I know Jason's title on here is Sir Talks a Lot, but if you ask my son, I don't shut up at conventions because I'll talk to anybody that comes to the booth. So if they want to come up and talk to me about tabletop stuff, that's great. But if they want to come and talk to me about arcade stuff, I'll talk about that too.
I think Mike, like the first time when we met at Page, I was there with Jason. I think Jason was like getting ready to just fucking walk off.
I did.
We started talking because you were like because I mean, okay, so the printer I had was a Monoprice Mini Delta, with a little
I started
3
with
3/4 inch.
I started with a
round thing.
Monoprice one that was made out of MDF, and you had to put it together.
Right. And so I was using that. And so like I was trying very, I was having a difficult time to get, decent results out of it. And I got some decent results with flat stuff, but like no way I could print minis on that thing. And
And
then
you came to my booth.
me, these are all 0.4. I go, no, come on, you're using a 0.2 nozzle or something. And you were like, nope, just stock stuff, stock filament, stock everything. And I'm like, you're like, there's no way. And you're like, yeah, I just hit print and it goes.
Well, I wouldn't say that's entirely accurate. I do run with a 0.4 nozzle for 99% of the stuff I do.
0.2 layer height though,
Or
right?
0.02
nozzle,
layer height.
0.2 layer height.
0.04.
Yeah.
Yeah. But it's not necessarily just print and go. I do
Sure.
a lot of custom supports on things because if I print something and I don't like the way it comes out, it gets a little droopiness or some stringing. So I'll add supports to it. I've changed my support settings so they come off a little easier without scarring.
Yeah.
Little things like that. But for the most part, I don't really do anything special. I've found that sometimes angling the print on the bed might give better layer lines, and a better finish on it. The hard part is I've found that sometimes you can angle things at like a 30% angle on the bed, but that means you got to support the bottom of it.
Yeah.
But it'll give you cleaner lines and whatnot. But it increases the time and it increases the failure chance because you supports and whatnot. I'm not sure it's worth it in the long run, but yeah.
Edgelord's got a pinball machine.
I saw that. We're gonna have to talk about that. I
And,
love pinball.
Jeff's trying to, I guess he's got to recap it, redo all the caps on the monitor,
I'm guessing monitor.
or
If the power-
the CRT. Yeah.
If the power pellets are orangish, well, you do have your RGB pots inside the monitor to adjust that too. But
He's already trying to claim it. He's driving a truck up. Oh man. Yeah, the capture ships on Gallagher are hard to see. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Might be time for a new CRT.
Yeah.
But yeah, can't wait. Yeah, it's gonna be a blast. Can't wait. I'm doing a bunch of prep work. Everybody's kind of doing some prep work.
I'm not bringing those
Fantastic.
3 big items, by the way. I posted them. I got absolutely zero feedback from anybody. So I'm not going to bring them out. I'm not going to lug them up there. Between that fort and the 2 castles, they're big, they're expensive. They take room to display them. I don't want to use up half of a table to display a castle that nobody's going to buy.
Jeff, you're going to get him going. He's going to, yeah, here he goes. See, here he is again. He's going to tell you the story where he got stuck up there because of a girlfriend or something. I don't know.
Oh, boy.
Well, they're going to be at it going back and forth with that story for a while.
Roger, I just sent you the last 4 characters to print out, so you should be good to go for Black.
Oh,
Friday.
fantastic.
Hey,
Fantastic.
And I have the PDF, so if you see something needs to be changed, let me know.
Yeah, we'll do.
Edgelord, what is the pinball machine?
Yeah, if it's something cool, we might have a bidding war there.
You're not going to have a bidding war. I don't care that much anymore. I actually just messaged a guy in Maryland about a 4-player Cyberball tournament edition.
Cool. Jokers, 1988.
I know that.
No idea. No,
I
Mike's
do.
gonna look it up.
I do, but
You
I gotta
do?
look it up.
Yeah. Yeah. So yeah, we're all prepping. Got characters all set for my Blacklight in Ravenloft game. Jason's gonna be working on his characters next, I'd imagine.
Yeah,
So you're doing Shadowrun.
I am.
What level?
Probably third. I think third seems
Yeah.
like a healthy level.
Yeah, it's a
it's-
decent level, not
It's
overpowered.
different. Yeah, it's different from base Shadow Dark. So I don't want to be like, okay, everybody's 7th level, and everybody's like, I don't know what my powers are.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
I'm going to keep it kind of low, but at the same time, I don't want people to have 2 hit points and then die 10 minutes into the game.
Yeah.
That's no fun.
Oh, sure.
Yeah, so probably third level.
Yeah, you're gonna do like I imagine, right? I'm not a big Skyrim guy, you know that, but I mean, a lot of that game is outdoor travel and stuff.
Yes.
So you're gonna do something like that where they're
Yes, I've gotten everything. Like I've got my kind of timeline written down, but there is no end to it. The end will be like, oh, I've got half an hour left. Something
Yeah.
happens. So
yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
That's when
Yeah.
a Yeti drops on them.
no Yetis, no.
I don't.
But I'm not going to give spoilers. The hell, I know Edgelord is watching. I like I said last week, I know that 6 people signed up for it. I have no idea who else is playing other than Edgelord. I was like, oh, I know who that is. The rest of the guys, I don't know. So I don't know if they're watching this or not. We'll see.
Yeah. No. Don't give away too many spoilers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Not
Edgelord, I know that you know this, but Dark Brotherhood is not a class. It's a faction that you join. But
Oh,
we'll
Jesus.
talk. We'll talk.
Vince,
I
know your
very
shit.
keen. I know you're very
Know
keen to
your
play,
shit,
so.
Vince. Third level Dark Brotherhood. Get out of here.
Yeah.
I have no idea. Yeah.
It's all good. I know he's aware. So yeah, we'll talk.
Yeah.
Folks. I got
No,
you. Man.
Cool times. So Stan, what are you in a couple games, or are you just planning on running the booth, or
Just running the booth. I have no idea how it's going to go, so I figured I'd just focus on one thing and then take it from there.
good test of things? This is like your first actual convention booth kind of thing.
Yeah, I've never done it before, so figured I ought to, like I said, God damn it,
it's going to be interesting. I mean, I'm sure if I don't want to speak for Mike and his family, but I mean, I'm sure if you really wanted to get into a game, and Mike would handle your booth probably for 10 or 15%.
I got my son with me. He's coming. 10-15% of nothing. It's still nothing.
Yeah.
How old's your son?
21.
Damn, I gotta be careful. My daughter's just shy of 19 and she'll go in the booth with me.
Oh boy.
Love
booths are next to each other.
Con.
Oh boy. I see Matt's going now on this.
Agreed. I enjoyed the Skyrim Dark Brotherhood quest line, but it did not hold a candle to the Oblivion quest line. The Oblivion quest line was excellent. Really was. So
I know. Vince, I really don't want to comment on that.
This die is sticky.
I know. I'll tell you what. Yeah, Vince, I'm definitely not grabbing your D20.
These die smell.
Mm-hmm.
It's a surprise. Yeah.
Hey Stan, did you want me to bring that tower or that bridge so you can see it?
Yeah, if you want. And then, like I said, if I can find some miniatures that you want, we can work something out.
Okay. Well, there's no pressure. I'll bring it. You decide if it's something you're interested in. We can always work on something later too.
Yeah.
Yeah, no problem.
Yeah, my thoughts exactly, Stephen.
I'll bring it. If you don't want it, I'll find a place on the table for it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a good piece.
Yeah.
Just from the pictures.
It's gonna be cool. Listen, Vince, we there's gonna be kids there.
Boundaries, man, boundaries.
No one wants to see you open your prison wallet. Can I say that on stream? Is that?
I think you have.
Yeah.
It's a good thing we're not monetized. So no fun. I think it's going to be a blast. We've got a lot of stuff going on. I got a lot of questions today. I had to make a post. I don't know if you guys saw it. I started renaming and moving some tables around on tabletop events. And what I didn't realize is that every time I move a game from one table to another, it sends out an email to everyone in that game that says, your game's been rescheduled. Please check and make sure that it still fits your schedule. And so I got a couple emails and messages that are like, hey, it says my game got moved. And I was like, oh, no. It just, it's at a different table. I didn't realize it was going to send a notice out. I didn't think it would because I'm not changing the time slot or whatever, just the table names, changing them around just to move some of that stuff. So And for balancing, I wanted to move some stuff into the other room and whatnot because the auto scheduler is kind of wonky, I guess. I don't know. It doesn't. It just will put stuff in an open space. It doesn't really like try and look at anything else. Like, oh, this is where this person was before or whatever, and so I'm trying to keep things, like that. But I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. So,
Roger,
yeah.
I have a question for you.
Yeah, I love questions.
Well, great. Last week I showed off my 15th anniversary Fallout New Vegas thing. That bundle came with a Steam code for Fallout New Vegas Ultimate Edition. I already have it, of course. Stan already has it. So if it's okay with you, I was going to post it in the chat, and then whoever grabs it first can have it.
Yeah, I love it.
Cost me anything. I'm not selling it, so I don't think there's any kind of legal thing going on. Cool. So
no, I think if
I'm
you're
going
giving
to
it away,
drop
it's
in
fine.
the chat here momentarily. So, cool.
Yeah.
In fact, can I drop it in the private chat and you just copy it over? Okay, cool. That's what I'll do then.
Yeah. Well, sure.
And again, it's a Steam code. So if you already have Fallout New Vegas, please don't scarf it up. But if you don't have it and you're interested, have at it.
Yeah. Fallout New Vegas Steam code coming right up.
And that
Mike
was my
is ready
question.
to jump on that. That was the only question. That was a great question. Great question. Thanks for that. Yeah, that'll be cool. Somebody get that. What's the is that the new one that they redid?
No, they unfortunately they've not remastered New Vegas. They released an anniversary edition they released an anniversary edition of Fallout 4, and of course that broke Fallout 4 because it's Bethesda. So what are you going to do? So I uninstalled it and I got my refund, and I'm back to playing regular Fallout 4 with all the expansions on it. I think they have fixed the difficulty, but I'm not giving them more money for a broken game. I was really pissed about that. So,
Really? So Fallout 3 and New Vegas are on the same engine? Are they
Yes.
all on the same?
Yes.
I don't know where. I'm still trying to figure all that out. Are they?
Yeah. Boy, and it just slipped my mind what the engine is called. I'm not happy about that. It just means I'm getting older. Bethesda uses one engine, and that's all they use. And like for Starfield, they used an updated version of the engine, but its base coding is still the exact same, which is why you find the same bugs in every single Bethesda game. Elevators get stuck, clipping happens all the time. But
Nice.
Other than poor programming, they do make some really great games. So
I can't tell whether this is a real person or not.
I don't know what any of that gibberish means. I must be too old. That sounds like something that Andrew would say, or Nabil. The two of them would be saying that to each other, and I would go, "What?
Yeah.
Yeah, whatever."
I don't know. I don't know. I'm unsure if Jay Stark is a real person. Sorry. Please let us know if you are indeed a real person
And what were you saying?
or a bot. Yeah. Yeah. So no, Fallout seems all right. I actually started. Oh Jesus, Jean. This is my wife, Jean. She just finished packing up 16 boxes of books for
Excellent.
the treehouse. So
From your
16
shelves.
boxes. Yeah. Crazy.
Excellent.
Roger's not giving up 16 boxes.
I will consider trades for Moxie. Yeah.
I'm bringing some.
Stan, you better be bringing some.
I'm going to get it tomorrow to make
She
sure I
knows
have
you're
it.
coming from Maine,
Good
and
deal.
she's like,
Yeah.
he's not getting past the registration desk. If
I will
he doesn't
have some.
Moxie. So,
I will have some.
yeah,
It'll
I,
be
saying
some
about
tomorrow.
I started trying to play Fallout 3 and New Vegas.
Yeah, and totally honest, that is why I didn't offer you this code. I knew that it would just it wouldn't be worth it. It's not something you're really interested in.
No, I started like I tried to like follow it, and then Fallout 3, like I ended up just just using the cheat code there, the ammo and everything, whatever it is. No, just to like go through to like check it out, like I just to try and get further and see what was. But it really didn't. I mean, it didn't do anything for me. I got somewhere. I got to like I don't even know. There's like a huge like ravine or like river maybe. And I was on like one side of it, and there's like I don't know, something built into the lower part of it on the other side, and there's somebody shooting at me.
Talking about Rivet Town with the battleship or with the aircraft carrier, or I don't know.
I remember
we
the
can
aircraft.
decipher this.
Yes, it was on the way to the
okay.
aircraft carrier. Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. And I got
was
stuck
on the river,
out there.
and somebody was shooting at me, so you were probably trying to cross over the bridge, and there were super mutants on the other side.
I got stuck out there trying to follow the thing to get to the town. I don't know. I was somehow on the other. I was on the wrong side of the carrier, and I was like trying to like swim around. It was bad. I didn't realize that on the other side there was like a tower and then a bridge thing that you had to activate. I don't know. It's a whole thing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Stan and I are huge Fallout 3 fans, and I know this because when he and I were playing at the same time, we would be trading notes.
Yep. I haven't played it in a while. I should get back into it.
Yeah, Stan, my wife will be. She'll be. Well, she's just, you're her new favorite person, so you bring her Moxie, she'll be loving it. So
make it happen.
Yeah, wasn't my stuff, Edgelord. Wasn't my stuff. Stuff for the bookstore. So I'm getting rid of some stuff. Jason saw the piles.
He's got 2 stacks, and I'm planning on bidding on Mutineer Zero.
Yeah.
And if I don't win it, I'll buy it from Amazon. So whatever.
Yeah, Fallout can be brutal. Yeah, I can't play like the long games and stuff anymore. I just can't. They're just too big. I just can't do it. I don't have the time for it. And and then like I tried to do like the Elden Ring thing, and like that just completely like put me off.
Yeah, because
I can't play those.
You and I were trying to play Elden Ring at the same time because a mutual friend of ours was just saying how great it was, and it got phenomenal reviews from players and critics. Usually they don't always match up. Man, I reinstalled it. I think maybe 2 months ago, and I played it for like half an hour, and I was like, man, even now I just can't get into this. It's just not for me. Uninstalled it. Oh, whatever. Won't worry about it. Just not my gig.
Yeah. Hey, look at that.
Aha.
Oh, hey, what's up?
Welcome.
What is up?
I got rid of all the rest of the family, so I thought I would crash your party.
Well, fantastic. Got rid of.
Well, they're not here. Let's just say that.
I'm just going to that way.
Okay, we'll go with that.
Yeah.
We'll go with that. What's going on, Matt? You get anything cool this week or what?
Yeah. Well, I got the Dragonbane stuff.
You did.
What's the dagger? Why don't you?
Sorry, he asked. I had a little pile of things because I actually did get some stuff, and I didn't think I was going to be able to make it, so I put it all away.
Yeah.
The Merry Mushmen, their last 2 OSE modules came in, so I got those, which is pretty cool. And then there was just some other random stuff that it must not have been that memorable because I don't remember what it is. But those were the 2 that I remembered off the top of my head.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Yeah, I seem to have I have packages show up like every day with just stuff like, lanyards and badges and paper and just all sorts of convention paraphernalia and stuff. So
yeah,
the bags for the VIP bags had all that stuff show up. Just a bunch of stuff that nobody wants to see.
So I'm gonna have a lanyard and a name tag. That's exciting.
Lanyard and name tag. Yeah, I hear that there's some conventions that they don't go that far.
Yeah. Well,
Here's a question for you. And this
prepared.
one's actually con related. Speaking of lanyards, I have a lanyard that I wear to all of my cons. So I don't grab the free lanyard out of the box. I don't need it. Do you guys have a con lanyard, or do you just drape whatever they give you?
I
Wow.
just use whatever they have. I just take.
So-
in some cases, apparently that means no lanyard.
Yeah. Generally, I'll use whatever lanyard is given to me unless it's really like bad. And then I have that one that I got from PAX Unplugged. That's like the it's like the 80s. It looks like the cassette. Remember they had that from a couple of years ago. Their theme was like the cassette, 80s cassette thing or whatever. Like I have that lanyard, and so I'll wear that, and with some stuff. But I really like, and this isn't me just trying to push the convention or whatever. But hey, Central New York. So one of the things that killed me with lanyards and stuff at conventions. So I don't know. Maybe it's just because I'm getting older. I have problems with names. Faces I'll remember for the most part. I know who that guy is. And like, it's weird. I'll remember names of people that I don't want to say don't matter, but like authors and creators and stuff like that. I can like point those guys out. But if I met somebody and talked to them for 10 minutes, man, 6 months later, like I'll know I talked to that guy. I'll know what we talked about. I have no clue what his name is, like, so I'm bad at it. So I rely on the badges for that, looking at somebody's badges. And most of the convention badges have one connection point on the badge.
So it flips around all the time.
There's like a 50% chance that the badge is going to be facing you or the wrong way. And man, when I tell you it's 100% of the time when I don't know the person's name, it's flipped the wrong way. So at CNY, the lanyards have 2 clips and the badges have 2 clip spots. So it's not in the middle. So it doesn't is easily flip around.
So when our badges are facing away from you,
we did it on purpose.
Yeah. Then it's intentional. Yes, exactly. Right.
Very nice.
No, and I can respect that, right? Some people want to do it, but like, sometimes it just flips around and it's annoying, So yeah, too many packages. Yeah, Jeff, I mean, you'll probably get a lanyard and a name tag. We'll probably give it one. We'll see. It depends on how good my security is. How's that? I don't put the city and state and everything else on there. I know that a bunch of conventions do that. I don't know. If you want to tell people where you're from, I'm gonna tell them. I don't know. Maybe I should start putting it on there. I don't know. What do you guys think?
I was about to say that, Paige does that. And I didn't think that I was going to like it. I'm kind of private and I'm just like, no one needs to know where I live.
Yeah.
But, that I like, oh, you're from Savannah. That's cool. I used to live in Savannah. So now I'm talking to this person that I never given the time of day to before. So, it's at a con. You're there to meet
or those guys at MEPA that we saw that were from New York.
Yeah.
And, it said New York. So I think it was because he was wearing a hat. It didn't say it on the badge. I think his hat said like Oneana or something on his hat or something. And I was like,
it was
hey,
something that was fairly close. Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, I like it because it's like, oh, that's cool. I'm interested in talking to that person. Whereas if it says New York City, I voted for AOC, I know I need to not talk to that person or be within 40 miles.
Yeah.
That's just me, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah, Jeff. Nope. Jeff met a guy from the next town over at NTX. Yeah, that's cool. That's cool. Not a big town. Well, yeah. No, it's cool. It's cool stuff. Why? What do you mean you can't change it? What do you mean you can't change it?
I wasn't able.
I don't know what
to sign up for it because
You should be able to sign up.
What is going on? Why can't you sign up for it? Is it because you're already in another game in that slot, Edgelord? Oh, Vince.
That's the security measures kicking in.
Security measures. It's definitely security measures. Yeah. Let me know. Yes. So you've got another game during the thing. Well, you gotta. Okay. What, Vince? Give me the number, the event number of the game that you want to be in, and then give me the number of the game that you don't want to be in, and I will switch that. Yeah, Jeff. So Matt, I don't know if you were around when we were talking about this stuff, or if this was offline another time. Jeff, I was talking to Jeff, and he was talking about he had a bad time playing Mothership, and him and Cam had a terrible time, and I was like, man, you got to play with Matt, because Matt is like, he runs an awesome Mothership game.
Yeah, I mean, I guess you can have a bad time with anything if it's not the right, not the right mix of people or whatever. But I will tell you at Concoction, I had a bunch of people that were like, "Oh, it's your fault. I spent all this money on Mothership because I played, this game or that game." Like, oh, sorry.
Yeah.
So that was pretty cool. I don't get anything for it, but it's fun though.
It's interesting. I don't know, like, I don't know. Mothership seems hard to. I guess if you've got a bad group, but I mean, it seems like it'd be difficult to like screw it up if you're a decent DM. Yeah, I don't know.
Bad about it.
Yeah, I guess what was the problem, Jeff? What was the problem? Do you just not like space games? Do you not like things in space? Do you not like Gonzo things? I mean, usually there's some crazy stuff going on. I mean, at least the ones that we did. I mean, we did the thing with the blue.
That was for me. Yeah, we did the blue meteorite one. What is it?
I'm running that.
Moonbase
Blues. I'm running that one, and then Road Work, which I think you guys haven't played, but I've run that one was actually the I liked Mothership. I had played it a couple times, and that was like the third time I played it was this module Road Work, and that was the one that kind of made me fall in love with it. So I like to run that one. It is. Yeah, we talked a little bit about Father Fog. I was reading through it. It's definitely a 0E still. You can tell they got some work they need to do yet. But it looks pretty cool.
Do you know, Matt, is their plan to do like what they did with Mothership, and they're going to go with like a box set thing once it's
I don't know.
ready,
I have a hard time seeing that game take off the way Mothership did, because
sure.
The system in Mothership is fine. It works. I like the percentile roll under, kind of the simplified, BRP Call of Cthulhu thing. It works for me. I like it. But I think Mothership works so well because it's a genre that's a little bit underserved. Like it came out kind of right when the Alien RPG was coming out also. So those two, sort of came out around the same time. But people love that. I mean, people like space horror. That genre of movie is still very popular. It's one that a lot of people have a lot of excitement and enthusiasm for. And there's not a lot of rules light sci-fi stuff. Sci-fi as a generally are pretty crunchy games. Like there's fantasy that's super light and there's fantasy that's super crunchy. There's not a lot of light sci-fi games. Call of Cthulhu is probably the de facto horror game, and it's not crunchy, but it's definitely not rules light. So, I think it just sort of hit at the right time and in the right spot, and with a fully open license and everything. Father Fog, like there's lots of games that are like that. I mean, Symbarom's kind of like that. Forbidden Lands is kind of like that. These sort of fantasy, like you're in a place that's been fogged or obfuscated, and now you can explore because things are different. Like that genre definitely exists, and there's definitely rules light fantasy games. So I mean, I hope it does well. I have a hard time seeing it like hit the way I don't think the built-in audience is there the same.
Jeff is saying it seemed like nothing they did worked, and it was the Warden's first time running anything. So I think that's part of it, right? Because you, especially when he says, okay, it seemed like nothing we did worked. Like I could definitely see a new DM not thinking outside of what's written in the module,
Mhm.
saying, okay, this is how you get through this door, right? Like you only have like this particular sequence of, numbers that you got to push. And then like, that's it. So, you can try exploding it or whatever, and it doesn't work. Whereas like Matt would love it if I tried to, blow up something on a spaceship. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, you want to blow a hole in the hull to get into the other room? Yeah, sure. Let's roll the dice and see how bad it is,
If it was that Decagon module, which is like a 10-minute time loop one,
that looks cool.
Yeah, it's pretty well regarded. I don't know, like running that for the first time, if you've never run something, those things are a little bit trickier than just a normal straightforward adventure would be.
Yeah, definitely.
I don't know. Until very recently, I've treated and this might be something to talk about another time, like maybe after the con, I don't remember if you've done one really about con games and what goes into running a good con game and stuff
We
like
did
that.
a little bit, but
Yeah.
I think we did con games versus home games for like running the game or whatever. But yeah, we could talk about conventions.
I generally treat con games like I do if I'm having people like guests over for a meal. Like I don't try to make a meal that I've never made before when I have people coming over, right? Because like cooking is very much like time management and multitasking, and you have to, if you're making a big meal that has multiple parts, if you're making things you've never made before, it's going to compound the chances that you're late or you mess up something, or maybe you make the recipe right and it's just not good. So I generally treat my con games the same way. I try not to run things at a con that I've never run before. I will say I did do that a little bit last year just because I had some cons back to back and signed up to run too many things. And most of them went well. There was one that didn't go well, and that was a mix of the players and also just I don't think the module was all that good. So, had I run that one on my own, I probably would not have run it at a con. And similarly, like Jason, you were talking about like playing to the time, I've run some open-ended stuff where it literally just is, okay, a half hour before the time's up, this is going to happen, and that's how we're going to end things.
Yep.
And then I've run things that are, more structured, that have a beginning, middle and end, or three acts or whatever. And then, having run it before is kind of important to, okay, I'm going to stretch this out, or I have to push them forward, or, let's take a break so I can prep this part. So yeah, if they had never run anything before, and never run that before, and never run at a con before, that's not a good recipe for success, I would say.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right,
Yeah,
I've never even
definitely.
heard of that one.
Nietzsche's Demon. Okay. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, a Decagon I have. I have the PDF of that, and it looks awesome. I love it. I love the idea of that.
So that's a 56-page 5-act zine that somebody tried to run.
Oh, wow.
Off, so there's that
Yeah,
too.
true.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's like definitely and this is something we can probably cover in a bigger topic. But yeah, if you're going to try and run a game, especially for the first time, like run something that's like 2 pages, something that's going to go quick. You could do it in a couple hours. Like just try it, something you can have fun with. And then this way, if it's like bad, like you didn't put a whole lot of effort into it. Like, I think that's important. And if you start with something that big, right, and then try and like read it and prepare for it all and all of that, and it like doesn't work out, like that's a big down, right? Like that's a feel bad moment where you're like, wow, this stuff, and you just cast off TTRPGs forever, like this is ridiculous, I'm done. Whereas if you're running something like Mothership and it's like a 2-page, thing, or 3, whatever, you do it and it's a couple hours, you read through it quick, you do it, and it's like, okay, that wasn't my thing, but maybe something else is, it's because you don't have a huge amount of effort into trying to make it work. So, that's my opinion.
About Mothership specifically, and I know that I've said this before, I had zero interest in playing. I like space games, but I prefer space opera type, Star Wars, that kind of thing. Horror is not my gig. Cthulhu, don't care about it at all. Man, we sat down and started playing. First we played, the blues,
Moonbase
and
Blues.
it was a blast. I mean, I had a great time with it. And then the second time we played that, I keep calling it the meat magnet because I don't know what the hell it's called, but
Dead Weight.
dead weight. And
Yeah.
for me, that particular module was something that was like straight out of crap. I just forgot the name of the magazine, but it's this sci-fi magazine from the 70s. Heavy Metal. It was like
Heavy
straight
Metal.
out of Heavy
Yeah.
Metal, and I loved it. I got to investigate. I got to look at. It wasn't just run from the monster or kill the monster. We were trying to figure out what was going on, and a lot of that's because of Matt. I mean, a good DM
Yeah.
can make. Because, like I said, I wasn't interested in it. Matt made it really interesting, and after that, I was like, I'll play anytime. It's great.
I don't know. Me and my plunger didn't have much to do in that one.
You
Yeah, still a good time though.
No, it was fantastic. It was fantastic. It was.
Edgelord, it's
it
going to
was
happen
really
every
cool.
now and then.
Yeah. No. Yeah. It was great, and yeah, definitely the Mothership Blues. I keep forgetting.
Moonbase Blues.
Moonbase Blues. Moonbase Blues. That one was that was a blast.
Yeah.
I mean, that was really fun. Even because the crazy bullshit that we were doing was it was still progressing, the game forward. It was like, okay, we got to go through the habitation module and stuff anyway. So it was like, okay, we got to make the beds and unplug the toilet or whatever. But it's like, okay, guys, I got to go here. I got a job to do. I got to go here. But really, I'm pulling everybody into the, through the module or whatever. So
Yeah,
so it
the
was good,
Glass
yeah.
Cannon guys just ran Ipsilon 14 as part of their whatever they call the fundraiser thing that they were doing last weekend.
Yeah.
They had a lot of fun running that. You could tell Troy's way into Mothership now. The next thing they did, he was opening up a package, showing all this Mothership stuff that he got. So that's a really good one too. I ran it recently, and it was you show up at this space station, and there's something obviously is going wrong, and they're talking about their plans, right? We got to not split up. Let's make sure we stick together. And then as soon as the thing starts, they split into 4 different groups, just like every horror movie. And now they're getting picked off one by one and stuff like that. So yeah,
What's that
fun.
sound right outside the door?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We should.
I mean,
go
they
look.
were all doing smart things. It's just that they were all doing them individually. But it is kind of cool. Sometimes that's fun when you're playing a horror game because you get to, so it's the ceiling grate is loose. Okay, I want to can I put a chair underneath and go up there? Yeah, man, you can go up there.
Of course
All right,
you
I
can.
climb up there. What do I see? We'll come right back to that in a minute. And then when you go over to the next person,
Yeah.
that's a really fun thing to do when you're playing a horror game and they split up like that. So, yeah.
Yeah, it's fun to try and not make players do that, but especially if you're running a horror game. And Matt, I think you do really well at doing that, where you present, even though they say, hey, we're not going to split up, right? That's the death knell. You put in front of them plenty of opportunities where they have to split up. Like you said, climbing through the grate in the ceiling, only one guy's going up there.
Yep.
That's it. And it's okay, now you're on your own, and and you just keep putting those opportunities, and before you know it, everybody's in different directions, and you can start trying to pick them off.
I think the thing that probably that appeals to you particularly, Jason, that I like about some of the good Mothership modules is they remind me of not in the way that they're written necessarily, because old TSR modules can be a tough time just to read sometimes. But the idea of this is not a narrative story, it's a sandbox.
Mm-hmm.
There's already a situation happening, and there's already people here, and they're already doing stuff, and you are here now, and you just get to interact with those pieces in whatever way you see fit. And there's enough framework that it's going to sort of guide you as to what happens. But it's not like a story that has a start and finish where you're just along for the ride. Like the core Mothership first party ones are really all written that way. And so I think they're very fun. I find them a lot of fun to run repeatedly because they're so different. Each group that goes through it, they're doing such different things.
Sure.
So.
Yeah, for me, the worst thing a DM can do at the beginning of the game is go, so you guys are sitting at the tavern or the clubhouse, wherever. What would you like to do today? Oh no. I don't know. I'm going to go split wood or something. I got chores. I don't know.
Yeah.
That's how all my games start. What do you say?
I may be referencing something. I don't know.
No, I mean, there's definitely like, a difference in like, especially for like a con game or like a one shot or whatever. They say, start in media res or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Like you want to start, already on the way to the thing, doing the thing, or you've already started doing the thing. Don't start at the tavern for a convention game, but you start at, hey, there's this thing, and and you got to go find the MacGuffin in the dungeon, and you guys are already, like your first torch just ran out. You know what I mean? You guys have been in here for an hour or whatever doing the thing, and there you go. So there's no like, oh, we gotta go back and like wait 4 days until the cavalry shows up or whatever.
You got to make plans and all that. No, go now.
Yeah, it's like you're already there. You're on the ship. You're halfway to the place, or you're in knee deep in the in the dungeon or whatever.
Yeah, that's a trick I picked up watching some AP. I can't remember. I mean, it's probably Glass Cannon because that's the one I watch the most. But where they they were running something that had one of those, like you are in a dungeon, like chained in a dungeon, and XYZ dialogue happens, and whoever was running it skipped ahead past that part to like basically the first action sequence. Mm-hmm. So it's like you guys are here and this is happening, and they did the action sequence, and then once that was over, they did like a time jump, like let's like rewind 24 hours, and then sort of did a little bit of that setup and exposition, kind of like you'd see in like a TV show or a movie. I thought that was pretty cool too. As a way to sort of get people into the game and then still go back and give them a little bit of that setup and information.
Yeah, instead of have the slow build up, you just bang right into the into the action. Yeah. That definitely gets people hooked, I think, right away. Sometimes the slow build up is, it's like, come on, you just want to get there, So, yeah, cool stuff. So, yeah, it's a good time. So everybody here is going to CNY. So, Matt, you're coming in late Friday, you said?
Yeah, so I'm going to leave Friday after lunch. It's probably like a 4.5, 5 hour drive. So, I'm aiming to get there around dinner time Friday.
Yeah, cool. Yeah, no, can't wait. It's going to be a blast. Everybody's coming. Mike has got all his he's still painting stuff. Seems to be on a break now. I don't know what you're doing there, Mike.
I'm here.
No. What?
No, I'm not painting. It's all these are done. I'm just
He's soldering arcade boards.
No, I'm not doing anything. I'm actually scouring Marketplace.
Oh boy,
trying to
more stuff.
Trying to figure out how I'm going to get 2 games for
more arcade games.
Yeah.
Oh man, crazy.
Yeah, there's a guy in Massachusetts selling 2 cocktail games, Donkey Kong Jr. and Popeye, and I kind of want them.
Yeah, cool.
So one of you guys was running Gods of the Forbidden North, right? Did I hallucinate that, or was somebody even?
You
running
hallucinated that.
We
We all think it's awesome.
Well, was
Chubby-
it Chubby? Okay.
Chubby was
Chubby
running it,
runs
yeah.
it.
Yeah, because Rob Alderman was at Concoction. And he played. He ran like part of that. I played in a session that he ran. He used Shadow Art to run it just for simplicity, but
Sure.
man, it was fun. And if you're ever at a con where he's there to get a chance to talk to that guy or play something, he seems like a really awesome dude. but
Yeah.
it was super fun.
Gods
Yeah.
of the Forbidden North that's on my list to run. Like I would love to run it.
Yeah,
I
we did this like sort of infiltration section where you had to come up by boat, and then like it was sort of like a stealth movie. And of course, halfway through, we finally got discovered, but he rolled terribly, and we rolled just rocks like the whole time. None of us took any damage.
Wow.
He was like,
Wow.
you guys got like an S rank perfect score on this. None of you even got hit. I'm like, well, you rolled really bad. We rolled rocks the whole time, but it was super fun. So, but yeah, he seems like a great guy.
Yeah.
So, and he had the slipcase, in it with the the complete one. Yeah, I guess they're shipping.
That
out
looks
shortly.
awesome.
Oh my god, it's great. So yeah, and the maps he made for it are awesome too. He's got the nice printed hex maps for each book and everything. Really cool.
It's interesting. He's running it with Shadow Dark.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of Shadow Dark at that thing, so I think it's probably just easier, especially for new people, just to jump in. But
sure,
I played a session with Professor DM too. That was kind of fun. So
I don't know.
Play Deathbringer, Matt?
It was supposed to be, but it was just the old pamphlet one that's been around, so it wasn't the new one.
Not the new. Yeah.
No, but I mean, it was fun. He was, it was fun to kind of see how he ran it. So
yeah,
he likes to use one of those chance die, like the yes and no.
Yeah.
So it's like you walk in a room and it's like, are there any cultists in this room? And it like roll the die, like, yes, there are. Let's see how many. There's 4. And is there a hostage in this room? Yes, there is. Let's roll a die. It's this guy. So it was, you could tell he had this dungeon set up and just was kind of rolling through that stuff. It was pretty fun.
Yeah.
So
yeah, it's interesting. It's interesting to see how different people run different things. But Gods of the Forbidden North, that's something that I would want to run. It's a big game, obviously. Like, huge. I mean, you gotta have like a couple of years, at least, to try and get through some of it.
I think he said he estimates that like if you're playing weekly, it's like, 50 to 75 sessions or something per book. Yeah. Depending on like how completionist. Right. But that's the thing. He goes, so I know some people play a lot longer. It depends how much you role play and how completionist you're trying to be. Yeah, it's like 14 or 1,600 pages or something all in. It's huge.
That's crazy.
So
yeah, it's 3 volumes, and each volume is like the size of the DCC book.
Yeah, they're big.
I mean, so it's it's a lot of stuff. It's really cool though. I mean, it's a whole developed world and everything, and she can go and go anywhere and start doing stuff.
I thought it was cool just to see how he kind of took that one piece out of it and created a pretty fun like 3-hour adventure out of just taking this one location, this kind of infiltration location out of this giant thing, and you would have had no idea that that's what he did. It didn't feel like it was it was like lifted from a bigger work where you didn't know what was going on. I've done that a little bit with the Dragonbane campaign book that came with the box set. There's some interesting like little set pieces and things in there that I've stolen and stuck like in front of, because that's what I'm going to do this weekend. The one that you guys ran the first time you played Dragonbane with me, that's like a 2-hour thing. There's like a little thing I can graft on the beginning of it that stretches it out, a little while and gives people like a fun little thing at the start. And it's just stolen from something from that. It's a little set piece thing from that book. So, I think, that's probably like an thing that I have probably undervalued is like going through, instead of trying to take a 50-page thing and how do I turn this into a 4-hour one shot, like go find a really cool set piece that's part of that bigger work and just run it straight up the way it is.
Yeah.
I think that actually works probably better than I thought it did until some recent games that I've run with people that are really good at running games. So
yeah, it's interesting, to do that. Like you said, he did that, or, with one little thing. And, it's kind of a cool way to get into that world and not actually have to have a huge like investment of, time or, players, into that whole, Forbidden North kind of world. I mean, like I said, I would love to run it, but that's like I don't know. I would probably run it with OSE just because that's what it was made for.
I think you guys would really dig it. It's definitely like your style of play and everything about it was. I mean, like I, Jason, I was thinking about you the whole time we were doing this thing because it was literally like a 3-story built like old sort of collapsing fort that we had to infiltrate. There were like archers you could see in the windows. There were different points of getting in. It's like, well, you can take this boat here. You can climb up this side. You can literally go in the front door. You know, we were like trying to figure out like, okay, like, I had a bow, like, you got magic missile, like take 1, 2, 3, we say go, like you all fire. Do you know what I mean? Where it's like we're playing like Ghost Recon or something, like taking these guys out, trying to not get seen. It was pretty awesome. So,
yeah, is that the tower that's like north and a little west from like the starting?
It's pretty early on there. And he said it's also like a setup thing where like it's not that difficult, and then the next thing you do is apparently much harder. And he said he did that on purpose to give the players like a false sense of security or whatever.
I remember looking at that tower there, that little keep that's there or whatever that's right on the edge of the water, and so you can come by boat, but then you got to like climb up.
Yep.
And you can get screwed because if they like see you, they can just drop shit on you and you're just done. But,
there's like an open courtyard. There were archers, people ran out, they like poured out of the bottom of this one tower into the courtyard and stuff, but they were all grouped together, so we put them all to sleep, you know what I mean, like that kind of stuff. But yeah, I mean, it was fun. But that whole hex map and everything, the way he has it set up, just feels like we talked about this before. It feels like an Elder Scrolls thing to me. It's like, here's this giant hex map with a bunch of key locations and a whole bunch of random generation, and you're just going through it and finding all the cool stuff that you find and like gearing up and leveling up along the way. It's pretty cool. I would want to play that. I don't think I would want to run it, but I would definitely play it.
Yeah. Well, maybe someday I'll run it. I don't know. We'll see.
And
I was thinking
speaking
about
of Elder Scrolls,
go ahead. Yeah.
Bethesda's engine is called the Creation Engine. I knew it was
Creation Engine.
Yeah.
Okay.
They're still using it. It's 25 years old now. They just kind of update it every now and then.
Okay.
One of the worst parts about that engine is the game physics are tied to the frame rate. Yep. So it's like if you play on PC, you still have to play at 60 FPS, because if you unlock the frame rate, the physics engine goes completely bonkers and everything breaks.
Yeah.
It's like, it's crazy that they're still using that thing today. But
yeah, I thought for sure with Starfield we were going to see something new, and nope, it was just slightly updated. Still all the same bugs that have been in existence since Fallout 3.
Did you see the amazing full conversion, Star Wars full conversion for Starfield?
Mm-mm.
I did see that.
I have not seen it.
It's
looks
amazing. Yeah, it is.
Really?
Everybody said
graphics and sound pack.
No. They redid the whole game. Everybody that's played
quests and everything
far superior to the original.
So the whole story and everything's all.
Oh yeah, it's
like new. Yeah. Okay.
Cool. Well, I should check it out. I did play Fallout London, which I thought was great. I heard that was good too. Fallout 4. It was really good. Yeah.
Yeah, cool. And that's the same thing. It's just a whole new, like it's like a brand new game.
Yeah. Fallout London uses the same engine and graphics as Fallout 4. In fact, if you install mods for Fallout 4, they still work in Fallout London as long as they don't overwrite them. So the same stuff, but it takes place in London versus different spots around the U.S. Very cool story though. Thoroughly enjoyable.
It's honestly almost painfully frustrating to me that these people can independently make these things that are that good, and then Bethesda can only just remake the same game every 4 years and somehow break it every time they remake it. Yeah. Like, what are you doing, guys?
Or rely on modders to fix their bugs. I will never understand that.
Yeah. Yeah, it's interesting to see what the populace or whatever, the players and stuff, the modders you come up with, and see. I mean, obviously, like with the Star Wars thing, or like Fallout London. I know you and Ethan were talking about that.
Mm-hmm.
yeah, it boggles the mind how you've got this like huge company or whatever. I guess they're not that huge, right?
Bethesda's
they're-
massive.
They're big.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
absolutely.
Pretty big.
like money wise, but how many people do they have? Like, I mean, do they
Oh,
have?
I don't know, but Bethesda is owned by ZeniMax. ZeniMax was
Yeah.
bought by Microsoft, so now they have virtually unlimited resources,
Yeah,
and
Yeah,
the
but
games
Microsoft's-
are not better.
Microsoft was never a good PC gaming.
Agreed. Yes,
They-
totally agree.
They've had this habit of buying up studios and then, just
Killing them.
just shuttering them because either one, because they were competition to their other studios,
Yeah.
or two, because they didn't want to put the money into it.
yeah. I don't know what was that. What was that RPG that they did? Microsoft Studios or whatever back in the day.
Fable.
No. It was
That was Lionshead. Well, that was owned by Microsoft. It was Lionshead.
It was like Dragon Age. Was it? No, it wasn't Dragon Age.
Dragon Age Origins was great.
Yeah, but that wasn't
That's
BioWare?
That's
EA?
EA BioWare. Yeah.
I thought that was Dragon. So I forget. I don't
Are
know.
you talking about a tabletop RPG or
No. For it was
Dragon Dogma?
it was for the PC, I think.
It was Capcom.
I cringe every time you mention like EA, Activision, Microsoft, because that's all they do is ruin studios.
Absolutely.
Because Blizzard was amazing before Activision.
yeah,
Even the Call of Duty, when it was Infinity Ward, they were pretty innovative with like Call of Duty 4 when it first came out. The original 4, not the rename. They used the same
2,
name
3, and
twice.
4 were all good.
Yeah, they were great games. And then, once Activision bought them, then it turned into the yearly cycle of, hey, we're going to have a different studio make a different game, but they're all the same. Amazon Studios, the same thing. Anything they touch, they kill. They came out with New World, which started out with problems, and then they made it really good, and then they shuttered it. It's still running, but it's in maintenance mode now before they shut it down. But Westwood Studios with Command and Conquer, until they were bought out by EA, they're just
Did you play the Blade Runner video game from Westwood?
no, I never played it.
Oh, dude, it was so good.
I heard it was good.
Man, yeah, excellent game. Very cool.
really. Yeah, I've never. I don't remember hearing or seeing a Blade Runner game.
Oh, it was great. It had like 10 different endings, and like you could just change one little thing during the game, and that would alter your ending completely. Such a cool game.
The only two games I really knew from Westwoods was Command and Conquer, because I played
Mm-hmm.
a shit ton of Command and Conquer when it was out, and Dune, which was a very similar game. Still real-time strategy.
Yeah. It was good stuff. Have you played the? This is going way off here, but have you played the Dune pinball machine?
I haven't. No.
It has a mode with the box. The thing in the movie where he's gonna put his hand in the pain box or whatever thing. It is a mode where you unlock that, and so there's the two flipper buttons, and then there's the button that's in the middle on top. So you unlock like the pain box mode, and you have to hold that button down.
I hate those buttons.
And
That's a Stern thing that they added late.
So you have to hold like the button down. They are a pain in the ass to hit. Like I have a problem with the D&D game trying to hit the shield in time, but like you have to hold that button down the whole time, and so you can only use one hand. So this guy Chris, he's a bigger guy, and so he goes and he says, "Oh, I'll fix it." And he kind of leans forward and puts his stomach on the button, and the
Nice,
game knows. And it like froze up on him and called him out for being a cheater because he was hitting the flipper buttons too close in timing. So it measures the timing and it knows that you can't move one hand back and forth to hit the buttons that quick. So it knew he was cheating. It's crazy. But yeah, it's so hard because you got to hold that and then you got to have one hand back and forth.
So I've been so far removed from it. Is Dune a Stern game, or is that one of the other manufacturers? Because
I'm not. I think it's a Stern game just because it's got that button in the middle.
yeah, I mean,
but I'm not 100% sure.
Jersey Jack makes great games, but they're more expensive than Stern. You got
really,
yeah, you got a lot now. I mean,
yeah, I'm not really up on,
I used to be. I've
all
been
that
out of
stuff.
it now I've been out of it for probably 10 years now. I'm down to a single pinball machine. I've sold all my other ones off, but now I'm back in the collecting phase.
Yeah. No, I mean they're fun. Like I like it, but I wouldn't want to own one.
But here's the thing: when I had,
even though I technically do,
I had Star Trek: The Next Generation. I had Jurassic Park. I've had Ghostbusters. I've had The Walking Dead. Ghostbusters was a $5,500 machine. Walking Dead was $6,000. The thing was, when my kids were little, it was easy to sell one of those to pay off things. Like I sold Walking Dead and paid off my truck. So I went through that whole phase as my kids were young of liquidating stuff to use it for other things. Now that they're up and out in college and I have more money than I ever had before, I'm not, it's weird because I'm not going to work, so I'm not getting the paycheck anymore. But between my pension and the business, I make more because I'm not driving. I'm not going, I'm not making lunches to bring to work every day. I'm not spending at work. So yeah, I'm starting to look at collecting again. I have a buddy of mine for the Buffalo guys. He actually runs Buffalo Pinball, Kevin Manny. I've been friends with him forever. He's one of the guys that started Buffalo Pinball. He's selling his Dungeons and Dragons one for $6,000, and we were talking the other day. And I told him, he asked me about it, and I said, "No, I'm out of the market right now. Not ready to drop $6,000 on one." And he comes back, "Well, would 5,800 entice you?"
Wow.
I'm like,
Jeez.
No. If I'm not in at 6, I'm not at a 58 right now.
Yeah.
But
yeah, that's like a little much.
They're expensive.
They are. I got the one that I got from Kickstarter there. It's like it's a half, so it's like 3/4 size.
Oh.
It's an Alice in Wonderland one.
Okay.
And it's kind of cool. I mean, I like it. I dig it. They're making a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles one next because this one did well. So it's kind of cool. But
Who's
the
it
wife
from?
said she'll kill me if I get it. So
Who's it from?
It's Wonderland Amusements. It was founded or whatever by some of the guys that left the arcade, the one up arcade company there.
Yeah.
So
I don't know. Their assets got bought out by somebody else, and I see there's another company already producing stuff. So
yeah.
Arcade One Up is gone, but
yeah, somebody.
I'm sure it'll just be more of the same.
Oh, sure.
I was never a fan of them because they're the absolute biggest piles of junk. I mean, listen, if you just want to get in and play a bunch of arcade games, you can buy one of them that's got 10, 20 games on it, and
sure,
it is what it is. But they're like real small, like they're awkward for adults because they're that small.
Yeah,
and they're just made out of real junk particle board, and the controls, the buttons, the joysticks are just really junk stuff.
So I have one.
Yep.
I didn't buy it new. I bought it used.
Yep.
I got it for $50. It's a 4-player Simpsons machine.
Yep.
It also runs both of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle games, which is what I really wanted it for. So it's 4-player. I got that, a Pac-Man stool, and the mini fridge that is in my game room, all for $50 total. So for me, it was worth it.
I think for $50, I'd probably buy it, if for nothing else, just to take the screen out of it and whatever else if I wanted to.
Right.
But $50 is.
And it's not bad. Like I played through the Simpsons game with my daughter. Like,
does it have plexi on the control panel protecting it?
Yeah, I think so.
Because the original ones didn't. And man, those things that whatever they used on the control panel,
yeah,
a month later it'd wear right off. And
yeah,
The graphics were gone.
I'll
They looked
look
horrible.
again and see, but I played through it. Chloe and I, through the Simpsons game, and it was fun. It was
Yeah.
cool just to play a beat 'em up, game. Like I couldn't see like getting actually 4 people in there.
Yeah.
Like I mean, the arcade was hard enough, right? With the 2 people on the wings, were like kind of standing perpendicular to the screen anyway. Like and to like with that being scaled down, I think it'd just be terrible.
The biggest problem with a lot of those types of games now is they made them super difficult, so you were constantly popping quarters into them. And when you had to constantly pop quarters into
Sure.
them, you were. It was rare that you're ever going to finish the game, so it always kept you coming back. As
Yeah,
soon as you get it
right.
at home and it's on free play,
Right.
that's gone.
You finish the game and it's it. Yeah.
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 So
And I remember beating the game in the arcade, and I probably spent, $150 or whatever. I don't know what it was. You know what I mean? Because it's like, your health starts dropping, you drop a quarter, and it fills you up. But yeah, we played through it. I'll probably play through the TMNT games a couple times on it, and then I'll probably get rid of it. I'll probably sell it to you for $50, or whatever.
That beat 'em up genre has like actually come back a little bit the
Yeah, it
last
has.
few years. I don't know if you've
Yeah.
played any of the new ones, but like Streets of Rage
was-
4 was real good.
I heard that was fantastic. I played the Ninja Turtles one, Shredder's
Mhm.
Revenge,
That's really
And-
good.
and I think they're making
Yeah.
another one.
Yeah. There's
so
a Marvel one that just came out.
I have an
Oh, I
original-
want to play the Marvel one. Yeah, that's on my list.
I have an original X-Men cabinet, a Konami X-Men, the
Mhm.
full 4-player cabinet. But
Six?
it's got
6-player?
no,
No,
the
that
4-player.
one's
no.
super valuable, I think.
That one's also a pain in the ass because it has 3 CRT monitors inside of it. And
Yeah.
there's the way they overlap.
And a mirror. They got to use mirrors to
it's a
get
pain
them
in-
to overlap and stuff. Yeah.
But no, this 4-player one was completely gutted, and the bottom was in bad shape. So I cut the bottom off. I made a whole new bottom for it, and then at that point, I ended up putting. I went and got countertop vinyl, which is like the
Yeah.
really heavy stuff, and I glued that on, put that on the sides. New T molding. It looks like a brand new cabinet now, and it's just been sitting in my garage empty. And that was going to be a main cabinet, a 4-player. And I was going to do the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles and all that stuff. And I figured rather than putting in an old CRT, I know it's, my arcade buddies will cringe when I say I'm going to put an LCD in it. But the reason for
Yeah.
that is because then I can put those modern games like Shredder's Revenge in there.
Right.
And
Yeah,
it
you don't
gives
have to worry about, this needs to be on 3 different screens. One of them needs to broadcast backwards because you're going to mirror it over the thing. Yeah, it's made specifically for those games. Yeah. Yeah.
So-
No, that's the way to do it. Put a big flat screen in there and be done with it.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm with you 100% on that, Mike. Like I get like some of the hardcore guys though would be like,
I mean, I try
You'd
and
be like,
I try and
"Oh,
replace
no."
the CRTs in any cabinet I have, but this one doesn't have
Yeah.
one. I do not have a work. I've got a couple 25s that need work, but like I have a Dragon's Lair cabinet I'm working on, and I can put a 25 in that. I mean, I've got other cabinets that can take it. My Smash TV cabinet can take a 25-inch TV in it, monitor. So
oh boy. Edgelord's got a surprise Blu-ray for you, Mike. I don't know.
Well, the thing that scares me is I'm not sure if he'll thank me or hate me.
Yeah, I don't know. He's been talking a lot of stuff today, though, that I'm not sure I want to see. So,
Yeah.
I don't
As
know.
long as you don't store the Blu-ray where you store your dice.
Yeah,
That is important.
very important. It'll muck up the inner workings of the Blu-ray player. I got to make sure that
Before Jeff's
grab that,
question disappears, yes, Jeff, Dune and CNC were
Oh,
basically the
did
same
I
game.
miss a?
Yeah, same coding,
Sorry,
same
Jeff.
gameplay. Just, man, that Dune game was awesome. Was it 93, 94 when it came out? I know I was stationed in California.
Something like that.
God, what a great game. I spent a lot of time
Me-
playing that thing.
Me and my buddy used to play Command and Conquer daily.
Did you do LAN
Nonstop.
parties or what?
We do LAN parties, but we would also, there was also, we were playing, over the modem. And he had this distinct habit that every time I was starting to win, he would disconnect and tell me that his parents
Oh,
picked up the phone.
can't face
And-
defeat.
And I brought it up to him not too long ago. We had a conversation about it when I go, you used to freaking, rage quit. I didn't rage quit. I go, yes, you did. And I mentioned it. And he goes, well, you got cheesy. You'd start dropping nukes on me and stuff. I'm like, that was the
I was
point of the
playing
end game. Once you got to the point that you could get the nukes,
Yeah.
you pretty much ended the game.
Yep, that's right.
So as soon as he hears the nuke launched, he would like disconnect and
Oh my God.
Oh man, that's great.
couldn't let me have the
Oh
win.
man.
I don't know.
well,
Did-
go ahead, Matt.
I don't know if you talked about it at the beginning, but for people who like to stretch their dollar on the PDF side, like Humble Bundles out of control this week. They've got
Oh, yeah.
4 crazy RPG bundles. There's a
There's a DCC one. I
DCC
saw,
one.
Yeah, that looked huge.
and there's a.
I did not
And I
like
saw
the
the Free
Cyberpunk.
League one.
There's a Cyberpunk one that I thought
There's a
was,
Cyberpunk one that's like the core rules, the Edge Runner kit, a couple of the other books, and then a whole bunch of VTT stuff for Roll20.
yeah, it's mostly
and
VTT
Demiplane.
stuff. There's like 3 books in there. I think 3 or 4.
Yeah, it's the core rules, the Edge Runner thing, and then whatever the 2 or 3 main supplements are, and then it's lots of VTT stuff. So it's maps and sound effects and stuff. I mean, $30 isn't that bad for that,
No.
especially if you were going to try to run it online. The DCC one is insane how much value you get. And there's a physical one where you get some modules too, but if you don't get the physical modules, it's $18 for 105 things.
Wow.
And it's
Wow.
like the core rules and like just a ton of, it's like MCC, XCC, DCC core rules, and then just a bajillion adventures.
Yeah,
for
that's the one.
$18.
Yeah, PDM has something to do with.
Professor DM, yeah. And then
Yeah.
there's also, they brought back the old Free League one that they've run before.
I
But
saw
for
that
people
one.
who don't have it, it's $25 for 29 Free League things. A bunch of Forbidden Lands, Twilight 2000, Vaesen, Mutant Year Zero, Symbaroum, Dragonbane, Electric State. Really good. Obviously, big fans of Free League. Less than $1 a book is ridiculous.
Crazy. Yeah.
Then they have the sequel to this, Roll Big or Go Home, which is going to have a lot of stuff you don't care about, but it's $40 for 54 things, and it's just this random mix of the core rules for like a million different things. So it's got like One Ring, Wrath and Glory, Pirate Borg, Star Trek Adventures, Swords of the Serpentine, G.I. Joe, Outgunned, Coriolis, Octung Cthulhu, Transformers, Into the Cessna Citadel, Blade Runner, a lot of cool stuff. Memento Mori, Into the Weird and Wild.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, it's like, not everything in here is gonna, it's got My Little Pony, so Jason's probably jazzed up about that.
Well, there you go.
Power
But yeah,
Rangers.
for
there's
for
Cyberpunk.
$40, I mean, that's, a little bit of overlap with the Free League one, a little bit, but a lot of good stuff in there. So a lot of good options. This week on the PDF side.
And that's the Roll Big or Go Home.
Yep.
I'm gonna have to look at that one. I didn't see that one. The Roll Big or Go Home. The DCC stuff I looked at, but I have a lot of that stuff. So
And most of these, I don't know about all of them. I know the Go Big or Roll Big or Go Home and the Free League one both redeem out through Drive-Thru RPG. So for people who like to have their stuff, on one storefront or whatever, they're not just random PDFs. They'll redeem there, which is, I like that.
yeah,
So,
that's
anyway.
because then they're all in one place.
The other thing, I know we got a couple of people here that are Delta Green fans. I rewatched True Detective season 1. You guys remember True Detective?
Yeah.
So when that came out, I was not that familiar with the King in Yellow.
Oh, it's
like-
big in that show.
Oh, that's what the whole first season's
Yeah.
about.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So now that I actually have read it, and because when I got into Impossible Landscapes, I was like, all right, there's enough. There was like a moment there where the King in Yellow was like blowing up all over the place. There was a Pathfinder thing based on it. There's like, it was everywhere. So I read that. So going back and rewatching that, as like someone who now kind of knows that and is into Delta Green, like that show feels like a Delta Green like thing.
Yeah.
It's really like if you ever want to get in the mood for like what's it like to play Delta Green, like that first season of True Detective, I think is a pretty good example of what that's going to be like.
Did you see the most recent season of True Detective?
No, I heard it was good though.
That one was good, and that one
Yeah.
I would say that one could also be a Delta Green thing, and it's got a tie-in because they actually reference Russ Wheeler. It's related to somebody in this show, so I don't
Nice.
know if they're going to try and tie more in with the next season or what, but
Yeah, it's cool to watch that show. We've talked about Delta Green and those home scenes. Like you really get that in True Detective. It's like going and it does this thing that a lot of Delta Green things do, where there's a time jump. Like that's one of their favorite things to do in those Delta Green things is time jump. So it's got that time jump, and you can see like how the one dude's life has completely fallen apart, and sort of what's happened to the other one's marriage as they've sort of had to like deal with the repercussions of the stuff that they've seen. You know, it's pretty cool. So
yeah, that's a great show. The only season
Yeah,
I
it's
wasn't
good.
a huge fan of was season 2.
2 was unwatchable, and
It was weird. It was like a totally different show.
Yeah, I
And
mean, I
that's,
think having Vince Vaughn as the main character was probably not a wise choice. But
So it changes season to season.
yeah,
Yeah,
like
it's
Fargo or some of those other shows. Like each season
Okay.
is a brand new cast, or like
Yeah.
the White Lotus or whatever. It's like an ensemble.
Yeah.
They rotate it every year, and I think there's tie-ins and like threads that
Mhm.
sort of pull, but they're different. You don't need to watch one to watch the next one.
It's like American Horror Story.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but
yeah.
the problem with American Horror Story was I felt it just got worse and worse as seasons went on, and they were, I don't know. I don't know.
only watched a few of the seasons.
Yeah, the first few seasons were really good, but then it just started getting weird, and I started moving away from it. The second season, this wasn't good. Both the third and the fourth seasons I liked.
Yeah, the one had Jodie Foster in it. I don't
Yeah,
know if
that
that
was-
was 4 or 5.
That,
but
that was the fourth season.
Oh, really?
yeah, I heard that was good too.
Yeah, fourth season had Jodie Foster, and third season,
In True Detective? Is that what we're talking about?
yeah, third season takes place in the Ozarks over 3 time periods. It's Arkansas State Police detectives, and it's about missing children. But of course, there's like all the True Detective stuff. There's a element of supernatural that goes with it too.
Yeah. Yeah, interesting. I'm gonna have to check that out.
Yeah, I'll have to do that.
True
'Cause I
Detective.
watched
I don't know why I didn't
that
get into it.
one about the King in Yellow, but I haven't watched any of the other ones.
It's funny. I'm looking at the Wikipedia, and it says there's a 5th season in development, with Lopez returning as the showrunner, which I'm not sure which one he did. But it's reported that Nicolas Cage is going to star. I don't know if I like that or not.
Yeah.
I heard that Spider Noir show is supposed to be exceptionally
very
good.
It's
Yeah.
very good.
I gotta
I've
watch
watched-
that.
Yeah.
I've
Oh,
watched
you
some
watched
of
it,
Isn't bad.
Jason?
It's good.
You
Yeah,
I've
watched it,
watched some
Jason?
of it. It's good.
Yeah,
Let me
like it.
let me ask you guys this then.
Sure.
Did you watch it in black and white or color?
Black and white.
Black and white.
Is that the better way to watch it?
I wouldn't know. I didn't watch it in color.
I mean, I assume it is.
I will.
I
will
would assume so
say
too, but-
my son watched. So he started watching it before I did, and he watched it in color. And then when I started watching it with him, we started watching it together. We started it over, and I said, "Well, we got to watch this in black and white. What are you talking about?" And it was funny because we were in this. There was this one scene, and it looked like, because it was black and white, it looked like it was nighttime.
Mhm.
And he's like, "When you watch this in color, it's broad daylight. Like it's not at
Yeah.
all." And he's like, "This looks like night." I'm like, "Yeah, it does."
That's
But-
that's kind of my like. I love noir. It's one of my favorite settings. Love to read it. I'm a huge Dashiell Hammett fan and all that stuff. But like we always we look at Noir stuff in black and white because those old movies were filmed in black and white because they didn't have color
Yeah.
film. But it's not like people didn't see color in 1930. You know,
What?
everyone could see green on the trees, and suits had color to them. But we can't get past that. Well, you know, every bogey film's in black and white, so clearly this must be in black and white. I don't know. Like I've never seen a colorized version of Maltese Falcon. I don't think I would want to. It's one of my all-time favorite movies. Casablanca is my all-time favorite movie, and if it was ever released in color, I wouldn't touch it with a 10-foot pole because it needs to be in black and white. But I don't know. After we're watching Clarkson's Farm season 5 right now, so that's occupying our evening TV time. Once we're finished with that, I may go back to Spider Noir and watch it in color and see which I like better. I don't know. It's a very good show. Thoroughly enjoying it. Nick Cage is very good because he's not acting like Nick Cage most of the time. Every now and then he pops out, but for the most part he's not. But there are things about it that I don't like, but it's still well worth my time. So
I like Nick Cage and I like the movies he's in. But
Yeah.
when he goes over the top, he goes over the top.
Right.
Sometimes it's
Yeah.
just obnoxious.
Yes, when he goes full on Nick Cage, I'm like, oh God, put it back in the bottle, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, yeah, but he doesn't really do that in Spider Noir. He keeps to the character, which was great.
I'm gonna have to check it out.
Mandy is a crazy movie.
Mandy. I haven't seen
I
it.
don't think I've
Yeah,
seen
that movie's wild.
Mandy. I don't know.
It's like a kind of 70s revenge action horror kind of movie.
Sounds great.
Yeah, I mean, it's
Fantastic.
something. I
Edgelord loves it.
I don't regret watching it. It's probably not one movie I'd watch again, and I would not recommend it for everyone. But it's kind of like The Lighthouse. Like, I like The Lighthouse a lot, but I imagine most people would probably find it to be very strange.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's on my
Yeah.
list. I haven't had a chance to watch that either.
You know,
But
I got
I've
a question for you, Roger.
Oh
So
boy.
my wife wanted to go see Disclosure Day this weekend, and I'm like, it doesn't come out till next weekend.
Got good reviews.
And she's like, oh, well, we're going to be at the convention. And I said, well, they actually have a showing Thursday night. It doesn't release till Friday, but they have a showing Thursday night at Movie Tavern here. And I go, we could do that. And she's like, no. And I'm like, well, if you want to go, we could go Friday night. Once we close up, you and I can go to the movies if you want. And then I looked. It's like game stores. Everything that came up. Do you guys have a good movie theater anywhere near you?
Yeah, we got the Hoyt. I think it's not Hoyt. It's the Marquee.
Where? When I looked at the marquee, it didn't look like it had shit.
No, it's like 10 minutes from the hotel.
Marquee Cinemas. I've got
Marquee
it right here.
Cinema,
Mike.
yeah.
Yeah, it's right in here. I looked.
Yeah, they got a lot of stuff. They got like 10 theaters, I think, there.
Yeah, but they don't have. There's no showings of anything on Friday night. It's like totally blacked out. Like
That's
like when you look at
strange.
now playing. There's Tuesday the 9th, Wednesday the 10th, Thursday the 11th, and then Friday the 12th is grayed out. And then there's
Really?
Saturday
What?
and Sunday's grayed
The
out.
future's uncertain. Who can?
Yeah, the future.
I'm like,
That's so weird.
are they not open on Friday nights?
No, they gotta. They are. I know they are. I know they are. That's crazy. I don't go there. I go to Rome, so I'll go there once in a while. The Rome Cinema 8. I mean, that's like 20 minutes out,
That's
20
right. It's-
half hour out. But that's like $10, you know, to
It's-
watch a movie there.
Honestly, it's 2 hours and 25 minutes. I'll just wait. We'll see it here next week.
Yeah.
Because if we go, because what time do we close up Friday? 8:30. 8?
Yeah. And then we got the movie. Mike, aren't you staying for the movie?
No.
He's
Movie
going to see a
news
different
break.
movie based on the last 5 minutes
mean-
of conversation.
Yeah, really. No, I know.
Matt was paying attention.
No, I don't have this infatuation to sit and watch.
It's
Conan.
but it's we're gonna be
different.
hanging out. People
Yeah.
are gonna be trading stuff. I mean, it's not like we're gonna be sitting in a theater watching it, right? There's gonna be the game tables. People are gonna be hanging out where the lights are gonna be on. on in part of the rooms.
There's
People
still free
can do,
popcorn,
you know,
right?
swaps, free
There's free
popcorn.
popcorn.
I got
I'll be there.
I got a popcorn. I got a guy with a popcorn machine. It's gonna be
Edgelord's
fantastic.
bringing the bourbon.
Bring the bourbon. I'm bringing some whiskey, but
Ugh. Oh, I thought,
But-
no, I thought you were bringing Kraken rum.
well, I am bringing a bottle of Kraken too. But I also brought whiskey
Okay.
because people make that face when I talk about Kraken.
That's because
So-
it's terrible.
Kraken will be fine after I pass out gummies to everybody.
So, so Saturday night after we close up,
This is my kind of convention.
special invite only. I'm gonna do a speech just like I did last year. You guys remember, except for Matt. But you guys, no, you guys remember. I did the speech and everything and all that, and thanked everybody for coming and being a part of it. I tear up a little bit. It's a whole show. This year I actually bought plastic shot glasses for it, but I found some whiskey. I got some whiskey that's got a cool story behind it, and I'll have a bottle of Kraken if anybody wants to do a shot with me. It's
You
gonna
know
be a good
what's
time.
you know what's sitting on my desk right now, Roger? My daughter brought it down and threw it on there the other day.
Bottle of
dra-
Kraken.
The dragon stamp from last year.
Oh, nice. That's
Remind me, Matt, did you want me to bring this?
Yes,
Was it-
please.
Okay.
Yeah.
I thought-
I'm gonna bring the board game Hot Streak too. I don't know if you guys ever played that, but
It
it's
sounds familiar. I don't know if I've played it.
so it's basically a party game. There are 4 mascots that are running a race, like you'd see at like a baseball stadium or something. There's like
Okay.
a hot dog and there's like a big king and stuff like that. And you're basically betting on who's going to win the race. And then it's
Okay.
sort of like a little deck builder where like you see at the start of the
Deck
round what all the instructions are. Each mascot has a certain number of instructions so it's like a programming thing. So it'll be like
Yeah.
move to the left, to fall down, move backwards.
Like a Robo Rally Camel
Right.
Up kind of mix.
Yep. And when you see all of those, you can bet, but everybody gets to play a card from their hand and shuffle that into the instruction set.
Yeah,
So like if it's
to
very
screw you up.
obvious that one's going to win, people could sabotage it, right? And it's just like a betting game that you run multiple rounds on. But it's a lot of fun you can run it for like 6, 7, 8 people. So I'm going to bring that.
Yeah.
Should
I really liked Camel Up. Camel
It's
Up
a
or
similar,
Camel Up.
yeah.
But the
similar idea.
stupid pyramid thing was like so cool, but also like the most annoying thing in the world to like deal
Yeah.
with.
Yeah, Ready Set Bet is another good kind of big party betting game.
I've heard of that. Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah. That's cool. What
Should
were
I-
you saying, Mike?
Should I bring the Advanced Dungeons and Dragons trivia game?
Oh my God. From
Dude, what's-
19.
So
80
it's
something, or-
it came out in second edition, but it's AD&D. So I mean, essentially nothing has really changed between
Sure,
first
sure.
and second. Spells are the same. Most of that stuff is all the same.
Yeah, bring it.
It's a freaking hard game.
Oh,
I gotta
of
tell you,
course.
If you get to like the tier 5
Later, gotta be
questions,
even harder.
the tier 5 questions will ask you like some obscure freaking material component needed for some spell that you've never heard of before.
Bring it. We'll do something. I don't know, one of the nights. So I'll see if I can whip something together quick, and we'll see who wants to compete and do a trivia thing for like a badge next year or something.
What I won't bring is the Dungeons and Dragons Trivial Pursuit game, because that's like
Oh God.
5e era.
Yeah, no, that's yeah.
We played that one night with our group. We played it one time.
Yeah, did you guys lose miserably because you have no idea what anything
No,
is?
I won.
Oh, nice.
I won. It's not surprising the DM wins
Yeah.
because the players don't ever seem to know. They don't even know their own character rules.
Yeah, yeah. You mean the guy that actually read the books?
Right. Right. The guy that read the books,
Yeah.
knows.
Yeah. You're lucky if the players know what's on their character sheet, let alone what page their spells on or whatever, right?
Right.
But no, it's interesting. No, bring it if you want. We'll see. I mean, there might
Right.
be some time. Friday or Thursday we're gonna be hanging out, playing some games. Friday, who knows? After the movie, I don't know. I might be dead. Who knows? Saturday night, I know I'm gonna do the thing, special invite thing.
Well, I give them the crayons because otherwise they're going to eat the lead in the pencils.
Yeah, there you
The
go.
graphite.
Yeah. So I mean, we'll have some extra time here and there to play stuff, hang out.
What time are you running your game Thursday?
Unsure. Definitely Friday night after everything's set up,
I thought you were running a Thursday night.
or Thursday night. Sorry, you're right. Thursday night. My brain's frazzled. Thursday night, probably. I don't know, 6-7 o'clock maybe.
Okay.
I mean, yeah. I mean, 2, 3. Gonna start really like setting everything up probably like noon or whatever, and so whatever that's gonna take, and then Jason will get there, and I'll be moving the same table 6 times, and he'll be like, "Okay, it's fucking fine, leave it." Yeah. Because I'll have to visualize, a fat guy with a backpack maneuvering around everything, and I will stand. I don't know why you're laughing. This is convention planning 101. All right. We're not all in great shape, okay?
Listen, when they try and figure out the table spacing, Jason stands back and watches, and Roger puts on the backpack.
Yeah, yes. And I walk by. Dude, I was doing that.
Yep.
Jason, sit in this chair. Let me see if I can squeeze past you.
Dude, Mike, you are spot on. I was literally telling people, all right, sit here comfortably, and you sit here comfortably, and I'm going to try and walk by, and then I would move let's move this table 6 inches that way, and then this one that, I'm not even, I was driving those guys nuts. And, God bless Jason. He was really I think half of it was just okay, let's just do this for Roger. It's just placate him.
Well, I'm sure he got sick of you trying to rub your junk on him.
But
no, it was just watching him get stressed over and over, and we had moved a table 6 inches. Roger, it's these are fine. This will be okay. Let's move on to the next thing.
Roger, you got all this room there. Why do you keep rubbing on me?
You got all that space.
Save it for Sunday, man. Good grief.
It was just and I'm starting to feel the anxiety now, right? Even up to a week before. But last year it was a month ahead of time. I was fretting about it. On every little thing. So I'm doing better this year. So, it'll be.
Is there the same amount of tables, playing tables in the main area there as last year? Or?
So I think I made some errors with table counting. I can't add sometimes. No. So I think we're going to be down 2 tables in the main room. But we're up 2 tables in the other room.
Yeah, but I thought we did that purposely.
Well, yeah, I mean for room and space for the vendors and all that stuff.
Yeah,
but yeah,
you added more vendors in the main hall, so we, it allowed the tables to spread out a little bit more.
Yeah, and so we got that, but I'm worried we might be short. So we may end up having to put a game table out in the hallway. I'm not sure. I really don't want to have to do that, but that's what I was trying to figure out today.
Set up game tables in the lobby.
Leave
open seats and just invite people. Some random couple comes walking in with their suitcases. Come on, you want to learn how to play?
Come on, sit down. They actually told us we could set up two tables in the lobby. 2 game tables there. So they really like us. I mean,
they were great. The
hotel was
awesome,
fantastic.
Roger. Yeah.
we sold a bunch of rooms for him.
Bunch
George,
of food.
I don't know if I should even say this. George didn't get on the hotel deal. I think they were able to do it for him afterwards, but he like overpaid for his room because he didn't get the. And then this year he made sure he got the deal.
I just put in the request for an upgrade yesterday.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, because I've got the king room.
Yeah,
which has the king size bed and a pull out sofa bed.
the king and the couch. Yeah,
But I upgraded to the king suite, which gives a separate bedroom with the king.
yeah.
And then you have the living room with that, because I'm going to have my wife's going to be there some nights. My daughter.
How much is the upgrade on that?
It was $28 a night, so $56 for the.
Oh, that's not bad at all.
right. But I don't know. I put in the request for it. I don't find out till I check in.
Yeah.
But I just figured with having at least 3 of us there, it'll give a little bit of privacy. My daughter,
Sure.
she's going to sleep on the sofa bed, but at least she can be in one room, we can be in the other room, and
Yeah. No, that's generally what we do. When we go out to hotels, when it's myself, my wife, and the daughter. Well, I'll try and get like a separate bedroom there, like that. And they once trying to think of where we went. We went and we checked into the hotel. It was a Hilton, and we had the king, the 1-bedroom suite there, and they didn't have it, like wasn't ready, or something was wrong with it. So they gave us a free upgrade to a 2-bedroom suite. And so we had like a bedroom with its own bathroom, like space,
Nice.
and then another bedroom with its own bathroom and space, and then a living area with, a pull-out couch, and then like the whole kitchenette thing and everything. And I was like, this is amazing. Like we've got more space than people. Like this is fantastic. So.
When we went to page 1, both of my kids came with us, and we got a second set of rooms.
Yeah.
Man, that was like, I mean, it was 1 day shorter then, but I still think I spent over $1,500 for 2 rooms for the weekend.
Wow.
I mean, my room for Paige, because now we end up going for 5 days because we got to set up the day before,
Yeah.
and we're not driving home in January on a Sunday night because we always hit those snowstorms. So this year we stayed till Monday morning and we drove home. First of all, the snowstorm had stopped. We drove home and it was perfect weather. But still, even if it's a snowstorm, I would rather drive in the daylight than in the dark on a Sunday night in January, 4 hours. But 5 days, so we spent over $1,000 for a hotel room just for 1 room. So yeah, trying to get 2 rooms.
Yeah, it's crazy. Dan, we got something like 25 vendors. I've got 20. So I've got 20 listed for the exhibitors. Well, I have 21 listed on the exhibitors, and one of them backed out. And that was, I believe, the Summer Apothecary. So everybody else there is coming. So that's 20. And then I've got the special guests that have a table. So Greg Gillespie, Joe Block, Neon Lords, Elf Layer Games, and Wizard Tower is on the exhibitor list, I believe. So 4, so 24, unless Wizard Tower is not on. No, Wizard Tower's on. So 20, I believe it's 24 is the total number. But yeah, so there's a lot. Yeah, was it more vendors than North Texas? Wow. Yeah, so we got a lot of them. I mean, look, we're counting Stan as a vendor. We'll give it to him. No, it's his first foray into it. I mean, Stan there, Mike is going to be there. I mean, I could just go through this really quick here. So we've got Sigil Woodcraft Works. They make some gorgeous like dice trays, wooden carved dice trays and stuff. SYC Mail, she's got all sorts of chainmail stuff, chainmail dice bags, things like that, and actual like chainmail stuff. Tedious
there last year?
Delirium. No, she was not there last year.
Okay.
Tedious Delirium. She's got a bunch of different stuff. She had like little potion things. She had dice. I'm trying to think of what else she had that was there that was game related. And then there's Thunderstruck Workshop. That's Mike. He's got his 3D printed stuff. Treehouse Reading Arts Center. That's the bookstore. Trina's Trinket Trove. She's got some clothes, some custom design like shirts and stuff. She also has dice trays that she makes that has different symbols and stuff in them that she I don't know, I guess she's got a paint or like what do they call that with like screen prints on or something like that. She also I talked to her, she also has she's doing some CNY ones, which will be really cool. So she's got that. There's Troll Den Painting, Two Cousins Pinball. It's the Pinball Hall. Wizard Tower Publishing. That's Don Samora and his stuff there. Blackwall Games, Dion Blackwall. He's gonna have his stuff there. Blue Kabuto. They've got some awesome games that are like in a Chinese takeout food container type of games, and they got a game that looks like a takeout menu. Charming Creations, which is a friend of my daughter's. She sells like shoe charms and buttons, things like that. Dice Drop Dungeoneer. He does 3D printed dice dungeons. It's like a wall mount or a freestanding thing, and they're like different sections of like a dice tower. So like there'll be one with like stairs and one with like a propeller in it or whatever. You drop the dice down and they go through all this stuff. Dream Castle Gaming, they're a game store in Rome. Duck and Crow Press, they make some really cool OSR modules. Emperor's Choice, the Arduin guys. Flaming Cabot Productions, I believe they're like a lot of custom made stuffed animals and plushies, things like that. Griff Kuba Gaming Services, Chris, he does he advertises for a lot of local conventions and things, so he's going to have his kind of setup just kind of advertising that. Ravenswood Comics, they're the local comic shop. And there's You Can Breathe Now Games. They make OSR modules, I guess. I think that's it. I'm not 100% sure on all these things. I think he's just got old school modules, and I think he does some artwork. So that's that, and then we've got the vendors, and for that are the special guests, and some of them have booths. So we're gonna have Greg Gillespie, that's OSR Publishing. Joe Block, which is BRW Games. Brian Shutter, which is Neon Lords. Jason Vey has Elf Layer Games. And Matt Tapp. We're not sure if he's going to need a table or not to put his stuff. It all depends on how much stuff he can fit into his bag for flying. But yeah, so I think that's everybody. So that should be I don't know, 20 something, 24, I think that is. So yeah, I don't think I missed anybody. But yeah, so that's all the vendors. Yeah, we don't have any like really big tables. I mean, Mike has Mike and Arduin, Emperor's Choice have like the largest tables. That's really it. Everybody else has just like a single table for the most part, one or two tables. So, yeah, good times.
Yeah,
Pace
Center loves his big tables.
They do. You know, it's weird. they have like a huge amount of space, but like they only use like the perimeter
Yes.
tables, and it seems like everything is like super spaced. Like they could fit all that stuff on like 2 tables. I think.
I just got to imagine that Ron, because I know he's friends with Ron, he must be giving him a hell of a deal on that.
Oh,
space,
sure.
Because it's basically the equivalent of 4 booths.
Yeah. Thank you, Agile. And while Agile is here, we got his Kickstarter that is, last I checked, it was just about 90%. I think 90% is like 28, and they're at like 26.8. But that is the Wondrous and Dangerous Consortiums and Zendria World Lore Book. So get on that if you haven't already. So even if it's just to support Agile, he deserves it. He gives the OSR community a lot of love, and I think we owe it to him. He donated 10 passes for veterans and disabled veterans for CNY. So if you're a veteran or if you're a disabled veteran, let us know, and we'll make sure you get in on Agile. So thanks a lot for that. Yeah, 26.8 of 32K. So getting there. And there's a couple weeks left. Yeah, 15 days to go. So cool. Yeah, Agile, no problem. You like I said, you give a lot to the community, so I mean those are definitely the people that I want to see succeed, right? Is the people that give into the community, So absolutely, yeah. So check that out, definitely. So we got like I said, so I think that's like 24, 25 vendors in total, which is probably about where we're going to cap it. I think next year I might cap it at I don't know, probably 20 vendors, and then I'll reserve 5 for like special guests. Just as like I don't think that we I think the gaming to me is more important, to have more space for gaming, and less of the vendor stuff. I mean, it's a smaller convention. I mean, I don't think we need all that. I mean, how do you guys feel about that? I mean, we collectively go to a lot of different small conventions. I mean, Mike, mostly you're a vendor, I think at these conventions.
Not mostly.
But, well, no, I guess that's right. You only go to a couple really for vending. So what do you guys think about like the number of vendors? Like how many should we have? Is 20 something too much, or?
I thought there was. I thought the number was good last year. Like there was a lot of different stuff to look at.
We got double that this year, so
yeah, perfect.
I think it's too many, but we'll see.
Yeah.
I'm glad that vendors want to come. I'm very happy about that. I want everyone to support small cons, especially this one. But you start getting too many to me, and it starts to get watered down. You get a lot of junk vendors, and some people are going to be insulted by me saying that. I can't care about that. I like what I like, and I don't like what I don't like. And you and I have discussed this at length on our drives to and from these cons.
Yeah.
I think it was either Mac or it was either Mike or Ducato. I don't remember which. But we were specifically talking about the stuff that we don't like, and like the 3D printed segmented snakes that everybody was selling.
Yeah.
And then nobody was selling them because everybody had them on the table. How many of those do we need? How many vendors selling chainmail dice bags do we need? Now, I'm using that as an example because I heard you say it. If there's one vendor selling chainmail dice bags, I'm all for it. But if there's a vendor selling specifically chainmail stuff, and then there's Bob the I sell everything, and now he's stealing
Yeah.
from the chainmail vendor. It starts getting. But
Yeah.
so it not having not been there, we'll see this weekend. Right now, I think
Sure.
it's too many. But we'll see. It is. I want all of our vendors to do well. Last year,
Yeah,
Mike
absolutely.
came, planned on being there one day. He did so well, he stayed for both days. Awesome. I want that to happen again this year. I want Mike to walk out of the con with a fat stack of cash in his pocket. And I
So do
want
I.
that. I want that.
No,
So do I. That would be
I-
great.
I don't want him to walk out with a fat stack of cash. I want him to make a fat stack of cash, but I want him to reinvest in all the other vendors.
Oh, there's already some stuff I'll be buying, I'm sure.
But
Yeah, I think
aside-
as long as there's not a lot of duplication and stuff that's like outside of the gaming sphere, like Jason's saying, I don't give a crap about, you know,
So
candles
how
or
many
whatever.
how
you
many
know,
soap and
silly-
candle vendors should we have?
zero.
all of them,
And
all of them.
that's thinking about a con that you and I go to fairly frequently, there's the woman that sells the soap. I can't go anywhere near because those scents like make me
Yeah.
nauseous. I can't be around that stuff.
Well,
And then on the other side of the room, there's the morbidly obese woman selling cupcakes, and I'm just like, okay, seeing you makes me not want to buy cupcakes because I'm like, okay, I'm sucking down a fat pill, but that's just me. I know for a fact you like those cupcakes. She sells out
like-
every year. I know they came out, but that's not what I'm saying. She sells out every single con. So she's clearly selling something that people want. It's just not something that I want.
There was
Yes, I was calling Roger a fat bastard.
I don't want them, but
Cupcakes are
you obviously, sir, are.
in August every year here. There's a show in one of the parks here in Auburn, and it's a big show. It fills up the whole park. It's a big show, and we did it one year. Right around the corner from us, there's a woman, full tent, big U-shaped table. The only thing on it was the biggest pile of chocolate chip cookies you've ever seen, and they were like this big each, and just this. I mean, she had to have had 500 of them on the table, and she was sold out by 1 o'clock.
There you go, man. Yeah.
Jeff, we
and-
do not have a cupcake vendor, Jeff. We do not have a cupcake
It
vendor.
doesn't.
and-
I don't think it matters what show you go to. If there's a food vendor there with
It will
sweets,
sell out. Yep.
they will sell.
And
Yeah,
my wife
they
is one
have-
of those people. She will buy that hubcap sized chocolate chip cookie and walk away with a huge smile on her face. And she's like, do you want some? No, I sure don't. I'm trying to
Yeah,
lose
they-
weight, not gain it.
They have one at ShireCon, and I buy stuff from her every year for the ride
There you
home
go.
because it
Yeah,
gets
there you
me
go.
through it. It's
No,
really good.
It's just
I
not
get
for
it,
me. That's all I'm
right?
saying.
And I get it. And I think of all those, the food vendors, the cupcakes and the cookies, I think they're not gaming related, right? But I think they're fine. And the
They're
ones we're
kind of
talking
staples
about,
of the con. All
Well,
of the
listen,
cons
right.
have that.
I wouldn't
Um,
say the soap vendors aren't related.
Yep.
We've been
Right.
to cons.
I was gonna
there
say
are
that.
definitely some
I was
people
gonna
that
say
go there that could
Um,
utilize that.
the soap vendor at the con we're talking about, it's a husband and wife duo, and they go and selling the soap pays for their trip. And the reason why Jason said, it's the one lady there selling soap is because the husband is gaming the entire weekend. So she's selling it. But yeah, I mean, there's definitely a Venn diagram of gamers and people that need to use more soap.
So now I will say
I'll
this.
say that.
I hope that there's nobody there that you have that's selling remember I had those articulated animals,
Oh
the
God.
3D. Well, listen, those were leftovers from when we were doing non-gaming shows, right? And I still have a real small bin of them. And my daughter just asked me today. She goes, "Are you planning to bring those?" I go, "I didn't think so." She goes, "Well, didn't you bring them to Paige?" I go, "I did. I brought them to Paige and I gave them away to the kids. Just gave them out
Yeah,
for free
there
to
you go.
kids." And she goes, "There were a bunch of kids there." I'm like, "All right, I'll bring them." I go, at Page, I felt bad because there were 2 vendors right around the corner from me selling that
Oh
stuff,
my
and here I am giving them away for free.
Yeah. I don't think anybody's doing that. I don't
Yeah.
think anybody's
I
going to
mean,
have that stuff.
Like those dragons,
Um,
I might have a couple of them left. Those animals, and I'm at the point now where I don't even try and sell them. I just, find
The
little kids walking around
So-
with their parents. And would you guys like one?
I'm gonna come and sell cupcake shaped soaps in chainmail bags.
Nice.
Perfect. Got
Corner of the
all
market.
the
Get 'em,
bases
everybody.
covered.
there you go.
And the soap is edible.
No,
Anything's edible if you believe in yourself.
Oh boy. Yeah. I actually looked at some of her stuff. Some of her stuff is kind of cool looking.
Are you talking about the chainmail?
stuff. Yeah, the chainmail stuff. So
Is there
It,
anybody
um,
selling crocheted animals? Because my daughter will just be obsessed and have to buy stuff.
oh my god, are you kidding me? I'll
Every time I go to a show,
it's too
she's
late
like,
for
she'll come walking up and look what I bought. I'm like, oh my god.
it's too late now, but I do know somebody that makes the crochet animals.
We
and
don't
stuff.
need them there.
I'll see if they can bring
But-
some.
No, we don't need them there because the problem is I never make my daughter buy her own stuff because she comes and helps me. So when she wants things, I just buy them.
Yeah.
So I don't
Yeah,
want to
I
buy
hear you.
more crocheted animals for my almost 19-year-old daughter. But she'll
Yeah.
be like, "Dad, I want that.
Um,
That's cool."
there is somebody that's got custom made animals. So I don't know. We'll see. Maybe she'll buy a bunch of them. But yeah, this SYC mail, like I know she's got like some dice bags and some earrings and things like that. It looks like a higher end, I guess, chainmail type of thing,
Cool.
It's like not just like dice bags and stuff, I'll put the link to our website in the thing. I'll even put it in the private chat so you guys can click on it if you want. Whoop, there we go. So that's that. That shows some stuff on there
Looks like she uses stainless links. That's good.
of what she got. Some of it's titanium, I think, too.
Cool.
Cool.
No, she didn't. Doesn't say CNY RPG Con on the game list. Oh, that's
You're
all
outta
2025. That's all 2025. So she hasn't updated her events. But yeah. So there's some cool stuff that she's got there. So it's kind of cool looking. We'll see. We'll see where it goes.
There's not a lot of stuff on her website. Maybe she just
No.
does it made to order. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe.
I was looking, but I can't. I have no idea who this Charming Creations is that you guys just announced today or yesterday.
Oh, yeah, you're not going to
Because-
find that anywhere.
Because when you search for that, there's like 10 different businesses with the same name. One of them sells all Disney stuff. One of them does wedding planning stuff. Seems like that's a very common name.
I love it, Dan. Do it. Hang out, till Tuesday. I don't care. I'll take another day. Charming Creations is basically one of my daughter's friends. It's one of the other kids in the homeschool group, Elena, and she so her mother runs like a couple times a year. She'll do like those huge like garage sale things that you see in the mall, like where
Okay.
people bring in their stuff and they have like other vendors and some craft people or some garage sale stuff, or there's I'm minimizing it, but you know what I mean, where they'll take over one of the anchor stores in the mall and have a bunch of vendors and a huge sale.
Yeah, they turn the mall into a slum. It's great.
So
I love that.
So she runs those a couple times a year, and so her daughter always has like a booth and sells like shoe charms and things like that. So she does some events. So it's really not like you're not going to find a website and all that stuff.
Okay.
So, but yeah, so she'll be in the hallway. getting through traffic from other stuff there. So we'll see how that goes. But yeah, that's cool. So yeah, fun times. So yeah, so there's a handful of vendors that we'll have. We'll we'll go from there. So some kind what? Sometimes your videos can be
talking about
on...
Ducato's videos.
Talking about me.
Oh, usually with wireless headphones, you can just turn it up quieter. Yeah. Well, that's because, Stan needs to invest in some better audio equipment, I think.
I'm soft spoken.
He's soft spoken. That's it.
He's a gentle giant.
He's a gentle giant.
So, yeah. Good times, right? So, yeah, but we like Stan's videos, especially when he does really cool videos on all of his cool setups. Love watching those. Oh, I forgot about Agile. Had a question here that I pinned and then forgot about. Sorry about that. Are you stoked for CNY to kick off now? And how do you feel about things? It's interesting. For me, it's like a never-ending thing. Like I've already started minor planning for next year already. Like I've set the dates. I've got some ideas of some stuff that I want to do. I'm already going like down those roads to figure that stuff out. So I'm kind of always in like the planning stage now. So there's
are you keeping
pausing?
it the same week?
Yeah,
Okay.
I am.
Because I don't know if you saw, but somebody else moved their convention into June now.
Oh no, I didn't see that.
The one that just ended last weekend is now the end of June next year.
Oh, okay. Okay. I mean, that's fine.
Yeah, I didn't know if you. That's why I was just asking if you kept it the same week.
Yeah, I'm keeping the same week.
Okay.
That's going to be this weekend for
Forever.
I don't know, for probably ever. Like I considered moving it to July at one point, but it would have to be mid-July, and I don't know. I don't think that's a great. Yeah, right. So I think that this is fine. I mean, it sucks being a week after North Texas. I didn't think something that far away would really affect us. I mean, Mike didn't either. I mean, but and it's not like a huge thing anyway. Like whoever's going to go to North Texas is going to go to North Texas, right?
Well, it does make a difference when it comes to special guests, though.
Sure. But I mean, it is what it is. I think it's fine. And so this is probably where I'll stay. But yeah, I'm feeling great about things. I mean, my anxiety's starting to go up this week, but other than that, I mean, like everything's going good. Planning's going well, so it's good. So yeah, I'm excited for it. I'm excited for like everybody to be here and stuff to go and everything to just games to start happening and everything. Like seeing that and seeing everybody happy and that going on, that's like my whole thing. I love it, so
That's your goal.
Yeah,
in
that's
life, is to make people happy.
just to make people happy. Well, I mean, it's not just like make people happy, right? But like the gaming community, like when I see the gaming community happy, like people going around gaming and I can look around and say, hey, I did this, like I brought all these people together type of thing. Like, I mean, it's a good feeling, like, I mean, I wouldn't say that in general, but as far as gaming and stuff, like that's my goal, right? To like bring people together to game. Like that's all I want to get out of this.
Yeah, that was definitely a high point last year. You and I were standing there at the edge looking around, and I had a big smile on my face, and you kind of looked stunned, like you had
Yeah.
big saucer eyes, and you looked at me and you said, I did this. And I was like, yeah, man, you sure did.
I mean, that was like the thing.
That was a good feeling.
Because I mean, up until that point, like in my brain, there was going to be 20 of us in a room hanging out, and I was going to lose $2,000.
Well, you would have lost,
and
because I told you I was going to go ahead and see.
right. No, right, absolutely. But I mean, and I was content with that. I was like, okay, cool. But like, and then it like like at that moment was like the moment that Saturday morning. That was like when the rushing stopped and like you know, and I like had a minute to like take a breath and like looked around and was like, holy shit, this actually like I pulled this off, like it worked.
Yeah. At that
Like-
point, the con was kind of running itself. It didn't require
Right.
100% supervision. Yeah.
Right.
It was great.
Oh, Agile. So thank you, Agile.
You just don't know
But-
them well enough. Is all that is.
Yeah, you just, yeah, there you go. Get to know me a little bit better. You'll understand. But yeah, and yeah, so this year's definitely a lot easier on my anxiety, levels. It's still there. I'm still a little nervous about, everything, just wanting everything to go, perfect. Like, I was on the phone with Jason a couple days ago, and he was like, what do you got to worry about? Like, it's fine. And I was like, there's lots of shit. I'm like I talked about the fire alarm at North Texas. And
What
he's
if
like,
there's a thunderstorm and we lose
I'm like,
power?
weather. Yeah. I'm like,
So?
weather. He's like, what, do you lose power? I was like, yeah, we could lose power. And like,
So
everybody's going to like, what are we going to do? Like maybe
everybody's
I
got
should
cell
bring
phones.
lights and stuff. Like, I'm like, I get
Well,
into that.
Go buy yourself a giant thing of freaking candles. A
Bring
big
the
thing
hotel
of
down.
big thing of like tea light candles at Walmart. It'll cost you next to nothing. Throw a couple of them on every table and they'll keep playing.
Throw some tea lights out there and
Yeah.
Um,
It's mood lighting. No, but
there's just
my
things like
my
that,
point to that was, you can't control the weather, man. And we can't bring a 50,000 watt generator, park it outside and fill it
Just
full of
in
diesel because Kathy Holter will come down and smite us. But
just in case.
you can't worry about that. So
Yeah.
you can, but you shouldn't.
Yeah.
We're gonna play. Everything's gonna be fine. It's gonna be great. It's gonna be a good time, just like last year. Won't be any problem.
Yeah. Selling cake and deodorant. Yeah. Seems like a winning vendor plan. Yeah.
There are times talking to you that I'm convinced that underneath that hat you've got tinfoil under there.
Oh,
Because you
No
think
comment. No comment.
you're paranoid and think the worst of everything.
yes.
I'm like,
Yes.
Sometimes, yeah.
so you got that tinfoil hat. It's just hidden by your ball cap.
Yeah,
No,
probably,
He had
yeah.
surgery and they split his scalp, peeled it back, put a coat of tinfoil up there, and then pushed the hair back and
It's the
sewed it up.
dome, yeah.
That's why he wears the hat. Yeah.
Yeah, no, I know. I just think about all that stuff. I don't know. That's the way I am, so
He just wants the rest of us to tell him he's doing a good job and inflate his ego. And
oh,
That's
I
what
do
it
stroke
is.
the ego. Do it.
Yeah.
Do it. Yeah. No, that's definitely.
no, Roger,
that's why I
nothing
did
to
all
worry
this.
about. You're doing a great job, Roger.
You're right. Thanks, Mike.
Okay.
That's why I did
You're
all
the
this. I
best.
planned this whole thing, this whole convention. I planned the whole thing, did everything, got it all going. Going to do this every year, just because I want.
Like
somebody to
Agile
pat me
Monk
on the back.
says, we love you because of it.
There you go. See, that's what does it for me. That's what does it for
Here,
me right
I'll,
there.
I'll smash his ego down, though. Yeah, you're gonna have a great comment. You can't seem to get a Sunday group to stay together. How's
Oh,
that
that's
feel?
true.
Oh,
That's true.
oh,
So,
I'm gonna join
Fired.
Mike's group.
yeah. I don't know if you want that either.
Yeah, I know.
No, that actually
get
has
it.
nothing to do with Roger.
No,
No.
well, some of it is. Some of it is.
All right, all of it is. The hell with you.
Well, no, I mean because I'm running a game that I want to run in a way that I want to run it, and that Venn diagram of tabletop RPG players, right? And then there's another circle in there of like the don't play the latest version of Dungeons and Dragons, and and they want to play like an open world kind of game, and I mean it all. You get stuck with like 3 people. So
There we go.
that's where we're at. It changes to RogerCon. That's funny because the Treehouse bookstore, she my wife works for them part-time, and so that's what she ends up calling it. She called it RogerCon last year, so you can see some of the boxes that she has. It says RogerCon on it. So, yeah, good times. Hey, thanks, Robert. Thanks for stopping. It's good to have you here. So yeah, con requires less commitment. Yeah, exactly. It needs 1 day a year or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why I said
earnestly. I don't believe Rogers is to blame. There are things that he and I have talked about, but man, we just and it's not even the players. Just crap happens. There's a very small pool here. Is the problem?
You know what would be a great test of that?
If I ran 5e and see what
I ran 2024.
No, okay.
If I said, "Hey, I'm going to run that
5, whatever,
5.5, whatever." If I said, "Hey, I'm going to run that,"
and
just see,
you wouldn't have me there. That might solve a lot of your problems.
Well, that's true, but I mean, I don't know. I don't know if that would help. Like, I mean but that would definitely prove
it'd be a good litmus test,
like
for sure.
Whether it was actually me or
Yeah.
Well,
keep everything the same, but
it's funny because I just had a conversation with my buddy. I told you earlier, Roger, that I might get into a 2E game. And he used to be in my group, and he's now running his own 2E game at the moment.
Yeah.
And we got talking today, and he says we were talking about different games that we've tried and whatnot. I talked about Castle Crusades and this and that. And he goes, well, obviously my favorite system is 2E, and that's what I'd prefer to run and play in. He goes, but if I had to pick the favorite game I've ever been in, he said it was when I ran Waterdeep in 5e.
Okay.
And, it's one of those things because, I like Forgotten Realms.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're running 5e, and I'm not a fan of the system. But at the time,
that helps too, though, if you're really into it.
Right, but at the time, we were running 5e, so I wasn't like, this totally sucks. I already had some reservations on things, but, we ran Waterdeep Dragon Heist, and I built it the hell out, so it was probably twice as long as it should have been, and he said it was the most fun he's ever had in a campaign because it allowed for, I don't, when he says this, though, he said it allowed, 5e allowed for a lot more role-playing. And I don't really buy into that because you can do that in any game. It doesn't matter which system it is. I don't even think the 5e has more tools for doing that. I don't know. I think from the player perspective, they see a list of skills and a list of things in the book that literally list out what they can do versus other games where it's more up to you to figure out what you're going to do. So I think that's why it appeals to people like that.
It's easier to play your sheet than be creative.
I don't know if it's easier because it takes them forever. Because 5e sheet has so much crap.
Slower.
Slower.
Yeah, Todd says it doesn't matter if it's me or not. Tabletop RPGs are like pizza. A lot of people like it. Most people prefer different toppings. It's interesting you bring that up. Around here, I don't know if it's like this everywhere or if it's just upstate New York, but we can't even agree on what type of pizza, let alone forget get into the toppings, because we've got like deep dish and New York style, Chicago style. We've got Utica style pizza here, which some people call it upside down pizza, and I mean we can't even decide on that even before we get the topping. So I don't know if that's just a Utica problem or what.
Hey, Edgelord, I'd be careful. Just so you know, there's a back door right near the gaming hall, and Jason and I might drag you out there if you keep trash talking 2E too much.
Wow. 3E might be better than 2E.
I like both systems. I have bad memories from both systems, and I have a boatload of very fond memories from both systems. I'd be happy playing either one.
I never played 3, so I can't speak on it. I do know that when I was getting back into the game, I bought some 3 ebooks, and it was not what I remembered the game. And when you take 15 years off from the game, and then you pick up a new edition of it,
yeah,
it just It never stuck with me. So 3 and 4 just got skipped entirely.
Yeah, I've played them all.
Yeah.
I mean, and I've and not just like one session. Oh, I don't like this. Like I lengthily played all the D&D systems, and everybody already knows how I feel about 5e, and 4e is just better to be forgotten. Third edition, man, it for me it had the same impact that fifth edition has had. Like it reinvigorated it because people were playing 2e. Our books were all falling apart. And I was with military, so all of our stuff was all falling apart because 2e had gone out of publication. And then when 3e came in, I mean, it was, I don't know, it was like a supercharged Dungeons and Dragons adventure. I mean, like I loved it. Now, towards the end of its run, it had the same problems that Pathfinder had. Here's a million splat books that you don't need, and it's given it too many player options and all that stuff. But man, I just remember picking up 3.5. My group skipped 3.0. I picked up 3.5 and opened it up, and I loved everything about it. I really did. It started to have too many skills and too many feats. In fact, I was playing a monk once, story time. I was playing a monk, and I told the DM, because I just wanted it to look cool. That's all I cared about. We were fighting an ogre, and I wanted to run up the wall, use the wall as a springboard, jump off, and punch the ogre. That was it. I mean, I wasn't looking for a bonus or anything like that. I just wanted to be cinematic and look cool. I had to do a run check, a jump check, an acrobat check, and then swing. I failed my acrobat check and hit the wall and fell, and I'm like, okay, this is ridiculous. I just want it to look cool. But, and in 2e, I could say I'm going to run up, spring off the wall, and punch the ogre, and he's going to say roll to hit. If you hit, great, you hit.
Some of that's a bad GM thing, though.
Right. And everybody's like, yeah, that was cool, man. But in 3.5, it's got these skills, so we got to roll those skills. So I mean, it's definitely got its negatives, but all in all, man, God, I have so many fond memories of playing 3.5.
Edgelord, if you think that 2E is crunchier and worse organized than 3.5, then you must be adding in the late splat books.
Oh boy.
And the player's option stuff.
Yeah.
Because if you just take core 2E versus core 3.5, they're night and day difference, and 2E is way less crunchy. And I think 2E is very well organized if you just stick with the core books.
Mm-hmm. Sure. I mean, if you're sticking with the core books, yeah.
But 3.5, if you jump years into 3.5 and you start buying every splat book for that, it's a mess too.
Oh, it's a mess. It's absolutely a mess.
Saying.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. No, I agreed. And that was one of my biggest problems. So we're just over the 3-hour mark. So I think it's a good place to call it here. I got some stuff I got to do yet.
Me too. I'm going to play Red Dead for an hour before I go to bed.
I don't know, Edgelord. We'll have to fight that one out. Let's save that one. Let's save that one.
Maybe we're going to have to sit down with you and show you how to make
race at the convention.
I'm not sure how it takes any more time to make it.
Yeah. I don't know. We'll have to get your core books ready, sharpen your pencils, and
this sounds like a blast to me. I think we should totally do this.
I'm not sure we're even talking about the same games here.
We'll take a 3.5 and a 2E. We'll get the books out. We'll time everybody. I'll randomly decide on like a race class.
It's gotta be one that's in both.
Yeah.
I can make a 2E character.
Yeah, make a level 3 human fighter. Go.
Give me 5 minutes.
Well, yeah, right.
Sounds good.
Stopwatch.
Yeah. But yeah, we'll have to. We'll talk over bourbon. Yeah, we'll figure it out. We'll do something. We'll see. Character generation contest. So, but yeah, so we'll see you guys. We'll see everybody at the con. Can't wait. It's going to be fantastic. Can't wait to see all you guys out there at the convention. I know some of you are going to be there. It's going to be great. Can't wait. There's something to be said for 3d6 down the line, roll for hit points. So see you guys in a couple days. It's going to be a blast. I can't wait. We'll see you guys there. thanks everybody so much for coming. Please don't forget, like, share, subscribe, all of that, fun stuff that I never say. But we'll see you guys on the next one. Maybe we'll do a live stream from the convention. I don't know. I got some stuff set up to
Everybody's
do
going to
that,
be there.
but
We'll
we'll
just be
see.
talking to people.
You won't
Well,
have an
no.
audience. They're
I
all
mean,
gonna
I
be-
might do a walk around and just interview people, do a live stream and just talk to people. But we'll see.
Cool.
We'll see how it goes.
Our 7 viewers will all be there.
That's right.
Yeah.
Lord, what do you think?
So, yeah. No, we'll talk. I would go around, talk to the vendors and stuff. I think it might be cool. But show people what they're missing. But all right. So we'll see you guys in a couple of days. So thanks
Excellent.
for coming. Take care, everybody.
Bye.